Hey everybody, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing okay. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. I got to hang out with a very dear friend of mine, and we haven't done anything for a while. So it was nice to have someone else around the apartment. She had fun getting out of her apartment, and it was just good overall. Just hanging out, doing some shopping, vibing together. It was nice to be able to relax a little bit, you know? And I really needed that. I really needed that. So we just kind of hung out and spent some time together hanging out, playing games, watching YouTube. And we went shopping today, and she helped me pick out a couple very pretty dresses. One of which I'm wearing right now. So that was good. It just feels so nice to have that kind of support in my life. So, Cosmic Bunny, thank you very, very much. Oh, man. We're going to be continuing with Anodyne 2 tonight. We're closing in on the end of the game. Might finish it tonight. If we don't finish it tonight, we'll almost certainly finish it next week. And we're getting up to... I don't know if I want to call it the climax of the story. I don't want to say the good part, because the whole game is good, and there's a couple points that's like really good. The climax, I suppose it's the I suppose it is the climax of the story. I suppose climax would be appropriate. But it's just I was gonna say, you know, we're getting to the good part, and it's like, wait a minute. We already made it to the Dustbound Village, and we already made it to, you know, Desert NPC, that whole mindfuck thing. So we're, the whole game is good. You should play it, basically, is what I'm saying. Also, hi, Jamie. How are you? Oh, God, I started rambling there. Hyperfixation, go burr. But yeah, that said, I don't have a whole lot else to talk about today. We're doing so much better. I am glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna jump us over to the game here. We're still using display capture, so things might be a little fucky, but I think I did figure out why game capture wasn't working. It only works if I run OBS as administrator. So that's just something I have to remember to do for next time. So, last time we had just finished up New Thealand, I believe. I believe we're still saved there. Yes. Okay, so we just finished up New Thealand. We did Desert NPC, that whole thing. And we need to go... actually, we need to go back and turn in these cards and dust. When we last left our heroes, things were weird. And things will continue to be weird, because this is a very weird game. It is a very good game, but it is a very weird game. Yeah, there's coins around here. Don't worry about them. They're not important. Which way is the shortcut back to... Is it over here? Nope, that's the Outer Sands. Okay, I guess we'll just go this way. There's a shortcut back to Central City Cenote, and I guess we'll just go this way. They were in the midst of burning down an orphanage. Well, you'll just have to hang out to see the end of the game now, won't you? Okay, yes. Take the elevator down to Central City Cenote. And then take the elevator down again to the Center Sanctuary. Hey, Psalmist. Hey, Visionary. Also, hi, Koryu Dragon Fox. Okay, here we go. This one takes cards. Prism reinforcement device. Please insert the cards. Yes. Upgrade the dust prism. Oh, we don't have any nano dust in there. Reinforced dust prism and increases capacity by 50 units. Continue the good work. Whoops. Oh. Nova, have you been enjoying the enhanced experience of the MetaClean framework? I see you're progressing well through the newly unlocked desert region. Now then... Oh wait, that's Visionary. That's not Psalmist. Whoops, wrong voice. Now then, I think it's time we talked about our endgame. Please allow me, Visionary. I believe I'm the one to broach this subject with the appropriate dignity. Nanocleaner Nova, already in your brief existence, you have traversed the breadth of New Thelan's habitable regions and beyond. Soon your path will take you still further to the reaches of this strange and beautiful world. What a gift it is to be able to explore this world. What a wonder to inhabit it. And yet, the fundamental problem of New Theland, it must be clear to you now. Dust. Decay. The inexorable creep of corruption and depravity that leads always to pain. We are created by the center, and we should exist as glorious works of art. And yet, we are made of dust, and from our first breath, we begin to crumble back. We lose our innocence and turn to vile and selfish habits. Lust, gluttony, anger are every vulgar thought a stain upon the creative integrity of the center's vision. And yet, there is still hope. When the graduated prism is fully upgraded and the final shipment of dust is sent, your purpose will be fulfilled. The anodyne. For once, I must admit, that was beautifully spoken, Psalmist. You see, Nova, the anodyne is the pivotal moment at which the center and New Theland fully reunite. It is a singularity at which the center's network of influence expands into a fully self-sustaining regeneration of the center's creative intent. Do you see what this means, Nova? Your continuous toil in fighting the rise of dust, the ravenous hunger of our souls which reality cannot sate, the promise of death and loss which haunt the brightest memories of our weary lives. When the anodyne is at hand, these nightmares will fade into the truest dreams of each inhabitant of New Theland. Can you taste it? Perfect communion. And perfect efficiency. Infinite energy formed via a transcendently wasteless system. Everything has led you to this point, Nova. Go now and bring about the anodyne. It's interesting that you bring up the land, because in Anodyne 1, the game world was just called the land. This one isn't the land, this is New Theland. And I'll explain the connection there later. Okay, let's turn in our dust so we can carry more. So we're gonna need an awful lot of dust. We'll probably have to grind for some. Yeah, New the land. You're not wrong. Okay, so I gotta get a bunch more dust, because I have to fully upgrade this prism and fully fill it. And I believe that takes 450 dust. So we've got at least 2 more dungeons to go through. And that'll help fill it. But we'll probably have to do a little bit of grinding at the very end, which is fine, it's not hard. Okay. Now, time to go to the other desert area. I still love the soundtrack in this game. And yeah, there's a lot of coins everywhere. We're not going to pick them up. Don't worry about it. Okay, Outer Sands south. So I want to go this way to go to Outer Sands east. But Gage, the coins literally do nothing. You get no reward for collecting all of them. I mean, they unlock like director's commentary and stuff, but I can show that off on my other file that I've almost 100%ed it. They had not named it and kept using the Dragon Age setting, or Thetis for short. Then it just became that. You know, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard for coming up with a the name for a setting. All right. Yep. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, buddy, what's up? Why do you look so sad? Do you ever look up at the stars, Nova? Does it make you wonder if this is all there is? New Theland is a bountiful land, full of content, but doesn't it seem terribly small sometimes? I'll tell you a secret. I am not from this island. I fell from the sky and landed right here, many years ago. Where was I before? Sadly, I cannot remember. Stavros, my beloved, nursed me back to health. Ah, Stavros, how sweet his clicky-clacky touch. We were married beneath the full moon and partook of the crimson-sweet flesh of the prickly pear. Thanks to Stavros, I have learned to live here in the desert. There is never any need to yearn for what I have lost. But here I am, talking your ear off. Stavros and I are much in need of your assistance. We must all convene back at our home. I'll see you there at your convenience, dear Nova. So, Gravis and Stavros. Gravis is ostensibly an alien, which is interesting. We have not seen that yet in this game. Now, is there anything over here? It looks like just some coins. Okay, Robert. It's unclear. It is unclear what gender Gravis and Stavros are right now. This game does have a lot of queer characters, so it wouldn't surprise me. But right now, it's not entirely clear. Where the heck is their house? For that matter, is there anything else hidden on this map? Hi, Hook! You're officially confused how this relates to what you had seen before? That's normal. Most of the stories of the inhabitants of New Theland are kind of self-contained. Oh, hey, there's a thing here. Found a card. Nice. Let's check that. Okay. Yeah, here we are. Outer Sands Night. In the past, small children were bitten by snakes in the desert at night. That was before the center regained narrative influence in the Outer Sands. Gay envies? I still don't know. I don't think there was anything in that dialogue that really said what gender Stavros was. Could be non-binary. I mean, they're not human. There's very few creatures in this world are human. Ah, here we are. Hey, Gravis. Oh, I wonder where Stavros is. I don't want to start without him. Okay, so Stavros is male. He's found sitting in the cactus fields. Oh, okay. So Stavros is over here somewhere. What about snakes and narratives? That was just the flavor text on that card. Most of that is not important, but I like to read it for completeness' sake. Okay, so Stavros. Everybody keep an eye out for Stavros. Never mind the fact that we don't know what he looks like or anything about him. Oh. I bet you that's Stavros. Hello, Nova. Gravis and I have eagerly awaited your arrival to the desert region. Have you met Gravis? We live together in the globular abode just south of here. What, the center gained narrative control. That means something else directed the story before that. Ah, cacti! It's strange. The center kind of controls and provides for everything in New Theland, but there was a huge dust storm, and dust inhibits the center's ability. You could read dust as entropy, I think. I think it's something else, and when I analyze the game after I complete it, I'll go over my thoughts. But yeah, something else. The dust storm. It didn't necessarily control the region, but it prevented the center from controlling it, which is a problem. For many years, I lived alone here in the desert. Yes, when the sun was at its peak, I would sleep in the shadows of a stony shelf. In the dimming hours, I would travel the dunes, cataloging the qualities of foliage and rock across the sands of outer New Theland. Some people assume that the desert is defined by undifferentiated monotony. Just sand, so to speak. Not so. The life patterns of the beasts and shrubberies, the fluctuations in the wind and moisture, even the microscopic workings of the nanodust are writ upon these sands like an illuminated manuscript. But my life of quiet observation was turned on its head when Gravis fell from the stars. I found them, grasping at life, cradled in the deep hemispherical crater of their impact. My days took on a stunning immediacy as I cared for this beautiful and fascinating soul. They lit a spark within me, made me feel fluid, shifting, alive. Oh, pardon me. I should be getting to the point. The problem is that our home has been infected by the dust. If you are willing and able, please convene with us back at the house where we may detail the issue at hand. Okay, based on that, I think we can assume that Gravis is an NB, or at least uses they, them. Stavros is male, and at least insofar as a skeleton can be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, guys. Well, I shouldn't say that. Nova, we're all here at last. I'm so glad to see that you have met Stavros. Isn't he wonderful? Thank you, Gravis, and thank you for coming, Nova. We would like to introduce you to Loquat Skelligium. Loquat is our home, and he is suffering from an infestation of dust. Day after day, new cracks appear along his carapace, as though an invisible weight were bearing down upon him. Day after day, we pick up the pieces that have fallen and glue them back into place with a solution of powdered bone and precious metals. With this process, we seek to honor Loquat's journey. He is all the more beautiful for having been broken and reformed. On the other hand, the process of decay seems to have been accelerating lately. We fear that one day we'll not be able to keep up with the repairs, that one day Loquat will crumble down completely and be scattered into the desert sands, never to be seen again. This is a chance that we cannot afford to take, Nova. Please clean the dust from Loquat Skelligium. Yes, Nova. We humbly request your assistance. I don't think Gravis is a rock. I think he's actually a kind of slime creature. Although the only reason I think that is because of something that we're going to encounter in this dungeon. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova. So it's not either of them, but their house. Dimension dive start. Dimension dive complete. They do kind of look like clay. They do kind of look like clay, but I don't think it's necessarily clay either. Om-nom the green? More like you have to block in a specific direction. Super Fudge, hi! How are you doing tonight? Domiciliary Fracture. A dance of lovers blooms in the bone-gummed wastes of sand. Loquat Skelligium. So, we've got bones, and we've got piles of gum. And you can push the gum, and if you shoot the bones into it, they will combine and make bridges. They are, yes, they are chewing gum. Gravis is a being made of ABC gum. And Stavros is a skeleton. You're good, still at work? I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully your workday goes well. Okay. Now then, I think I gotta take that. I think we have to choose to go one way or the other, and then come back. There we go. Also at work? Yeah. Are they a gum? I believe so. All right. Now then. Oh, okay, I see. I can't like suck them up, but I can pull the gum. I can pull the gum with my vacuum. Okay, didn't solve that puzzle. Would fit my Flipside streams. Yeah, Steam. There's a lot of those on Steam, honestly. I should see if I can afford any. Although I did spend $150 on dresses today, so. Oh, okay. I guess I need this to be able to go down here, because I can't vacuum those blocks up otherwise. There we go. Two dresses. 2 dresses and 2 belts. Sexy dresses? They're not like super seductive, sexy, but they're comfy. They're comfy and I look good in them. Oh, interesting. These guys shoot bones and make bridges. Okay. Thank you, dude. Save point. Okay, what is the puzzle here? I need to... how the hell am I supposed to get through this? Okay, I think I actually see. I just need to keep it from doing exactly what it just did. Great. Oh, I see. Those don't actually hurt me. They just... I can body block them. Interesting. They just fuck up the puzzle. There we go. No, Nightbot, we refuse. Oh, come on. I got good stuff on my card. And that teleports me all the way over here. And now I've got the slimy boy. Now, okay, if I push this here, That should let me get what I need to progress. Ouch. Stop that. Slime boy who spit orb, yes. I found a card. Nice. Oh. Well, now I'm back here. But, okay. Oh, I see what I gotta do. I can't kill that thing because I need it to solve a puzzle, but I also need to avoid that. Like I gotta get that out of there without that happening. Okay, well we'll just come from this direction. Then because then I can get over here. All right. Perfect. There we are. I am the Skelkey. It is my purpose to serve you. Please, bring me to the central gates that I might unlock your path. Oh, I can just jump down there? Skelkey, why are you... Why are you up here? Ah, Skelkey, Skelkey, you have failed in your duties and prolonged this infestation of dust. How could you do this to them? Go on, keep moving. Alright, you just wanted to shout. I got you. Oh, I gotta... Every once in a while I have to, like, talk to him. Interesting. Before they landed here, I never dreamt that I would get to do all these things, to feel all these feelings, loving them. It makes me feel invincible. So why am I stopping? Why do I hinder the cleaning process? I must continue on. It's about gay skeletons and gum creatures. This section of the game is... the overall game is, this place is called New Theland, and it is, basically a very alien and surreal world infested with nanodust, and we are a cleaner who shrinks down and cleans the dust up to help people. To turn my back on them now. No, it would be too cruel, too terrible. When you love someone, you take responsibility for them. My mind is made up. Come on. I will wait here for you to return with the gum key. Good. Good, Skelkey. You will wait here for your buddy. Oh boy. There we go. Hey, Cosmic. We are currently helping out Gravis and Stavros. Gravis being a non-binary space alien made out of chewing gum, and Stavros being a skeleton. They are in love. Okay. So we got one little solitary slime. So if I put this here, teleport over here. Nope, missed it. There we go. As you do. Yeah. See, that's the thing about this game, is that it's got some very strong themes, but they're very obtuse because of the way the game is made. And like when I tell you about what we're doing from the moment to moment, it's not going to make any sense whatsoever. Just assume that everything I say is correct, and you'll be on you'll be doing pretty good. Honestly, just enjoy the sound and music because they're great. Okay, so there we are. We rebel against your lies. I am the Gum Key. I should help you to reach the dust crystal, which threatens our home. But of course, it's not going to be that simple, because we have to listen to him talk about his relationship problems as well. Or them, I should say. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry, Nova. I don't know what's come over me. Just give me a minute. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I'm ready to follow you again. Sometimes at night, I hear the stars weeping. It's okay, stars, I say. We had to say goodbye, and that's okay. But then I realize the tears are my own. I'm being silly. Never mind me. Oh, I can just... Right. Is this all there will ever be from me? This dry, forgotten life? Ah, but no, how ridiculous. He knows me like nobody else. He has seen the worst of me, yet loved me unconditionally. Even if I fly to the furthest stars, never again will I find someone like him. Ah, Skull Key. Gum Key. Are you ready? Let us do this together. I have so much love to give. As do I, Gum Key. Let us express our love. Yes, this is one of the only boss fights in the game since like the very beginning, and it's literally dodging these two sending each other their love. It's this sure is a video game. Ouch. Ouch! I can't have them sending their love. Their love hurts. They must be into BDSM. Hey, Nova got the blue lock. It's one lock of the tri-lock collar. It prevents the anxiety of meeting strangers. And also, the Glandulock seed is excited because we found a dust crystal. If you haven't been here since the beginning, don't worry about what either of those things are. They're plot MacGuffins. We get the thing. I am Loquat Skellium. I stand witness to the Skellium saga. Within my walls, Gravis and Stavros live out the pattern of their life. Piles of clutter rise and fall, television shows are watched and rewatched. Story after story is read before bedtime. A great love lives inside me. A great love, yes, but also pain. The ache of words left unspoken, of sensations left unfelt. Things that are invisible may build up and build until they manifest upon bodies, writ upon drywall and ceramic stone. Thanks to Nova, the dust is gone. Perhaps now peace will abide in Loquat Skilligim. The Glandulock seed pulsates inside of Nova. It channels the Central's power, transforming the deadly dust crystal into a card. Yeah, they do read bedtime stories. Ah, thank you, Nova. With your fixes, our repair should last a little longer. Poor Loquat. He will forever endure time's decay, but the least we can do is provide support for him. Okay, Stavros has nothing to say. Let's take a look at those two new cards. Loquat Skelligum. Have you ever been at home? If I may be frank, it is at times quite disturbing. But what is life if one is not relied upon? And also, gum and skelkies. We finish each other's sadnesses. So there are yet more cards to find here. They are up here. Let's drop a save. Is there anything around back of this place before I go inside? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Okay. I shouldn't go in the car. The car does not steer very well. Okay, there's just a bunch of meta coins. I don't really care about those. I'll grab the ones that are easy to get. And then we will talk to whoever's in this observatory. Oh, you must be Nova. Tired from traveling the desert? Now, feel free to pause and take in the view. I am Minorma. I maintain the Orb of Golden Jubilation, a self-sufficient city. Powered by the sun, its residents practice a variety of arts, living in harmony. Nope, we leave. Oh, no, Minorma's a good dude. A little creepy coming out of the wall, but he's not a bad guy. However, lately a threat has appeared. Yes, it's the nanodust. It grows inside the city, and I fear it may threaten the very foundation of our orb. Please help us. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova. The orb! Oh, I don't need to do the dimension dive. Blinding glorilocation. Thoughts of imbalance fester in the Golden Society. I can still carry some more. So, I could drop it off, but I may as well just complete this dungeon. Ah, you made it. Unfortunately, the nanodust is locked away. The residents have always had a seal of approval to keep important things behind, and of all places, the dust began to grow behind it. To pass, I need approval tokens. I've gathered many from the residents, but still need a few more. That is, Nova, please see if any residents need help. You might be able to gather more tokens and reach the dust. Good luck. You must still their desires, Phantom Thief. Knock, knock, knock. This apartment complex photosynthesizes enough energy for lighting and more. Plus, it's modular, making it easy to expand. This is thanks to well-funded research. Everyone enjoys pitching in. Okay. Abraham. You're Nova. I've been told you're trying to clean the dust here. Ah, but you need a few approval tokens to get it. Trust me, whatever dust is back there can wait. Nothing bad's happened yet. That is to say, Vashasha. I'd be happy to give a few tokens, but only if you help me out with a few clothing orders. Well then, visit Ben Blanderson on the 3rd floor. and come back here to let me know what he wants. So, welcome to the gimmick of this dungeon. No combat, only puzzles. We need to talk to people, find out what kind of look they want in their clothing, and then come back there and help them put it together. Wall jump dojo. Okay. Power plant rangers. Knock, knock, knock. Stocacia. Hey, do you like focaccia? The balance of water and flour, the elasticity of the dough, focaccia making is a way to reflect on life itself. Don't mistake this for a bakery, though. We never eat our bread. We recycle it and bake anew. Okay. Are you Ben Blanderson? Hey, Nova found 10 metacoins. Time for a shopping spree. Huh? Who is it? Are you the delivery person? Is my bread sandwich ready? Oh, sorry, I mistook you due to that hat of yours. Oh, my fashion order. I want something basic. Not boring, but basic. I want to appear at peace. I want to reduce life's complexity. I wish to fade into the scenery, to become inoffensive. Oh, okay. I mean, your name is Blanderson, so I guess that works. Before I fill his order, let me check what's over here. Not much. Can't go back there. Home deep cleaning services. We clean everything, no questions asked. Hey, Vault Hunter, how you doing? Yeah, full camo? Oh, what did Ben want? Something basic? Oh, of course. Now, Nova, take these clothes and assemble a basic outfit for me. Into it, believe, unleash your fashion storm. So we're looking for something very basic. So how about a white t-shirt, maybe a baseball cap, and blue jeans. That seems pretty goddamn basic to me. Yes, I see. With this outfit, they'll feel casual and clean. No one will look their way. Casual and simple, ready for the street. Great, Ben will love that. Coincidentally, he actually owns 3 copies of that outfit. Anyways, forgettable outfit. But sometimes no impression is the right impression. Well done. Now, on the 4th floor, a writer wants to impress. Let's see what she wants. Yes, this is the dress-up dungeon. All right. Knock, knock, knock. My request? Well, I need something from my latest book signings. So, yeah, something professional, projecting a serious air. Everyone says to not judge a book by its cover, but we know that's not true. Look too casual and fans may have doubts about your work. Okay, I mean, that's kind of valid. Knock, knock, knock. Ostinatum. Create beautiful surfaces for orb goers to appreciate. Making a design each day is satisfying, like a delivery for the visual memory of the orb. Hello? I am on the prowl for cereal, the world's finest. I traveled very, very far. I heard of this place's delicious cereal, but look, it's closed. No worries, no worries. I, Olive the Rabbit, always carry plenty of cereal rations. Much, much. That's a very obscure reference to Anodyne 1. Not the cereal, just the rabbit. Never judge a book by its cover, but that's the entire purpose of a book's cover. For a potential reader needs to judge it to see if they have interest. Yeah, not wrong. Nightbot. I'm sorry, Jamie. Nightbot is being a pill again. Ah, professional, huh? Interesting. In her 20s, Annie used to order these artsy and cute outfits. Now, begin. Into it, believe, unleash your fashion storm. All right, so this top looks kind of professional. I'm guessing probably some glasses, because the other ones are kind of silly. And this looks like it has sneakers, and these look more like loafers. Let's see how this looks all put together. Let's see what he thinks of this one. Yeah, when it comes to people, don't judge a book by its cover is true. But when it comes to books, you can usually judge the book by its cover, at least to see if you want to pick it up in the first place. Fa-sha-sha. Yes, I see. With this outfit, they'll quickly get down to business. Their arms ready to direct and impress. No hold can't be surpassed. Yes, that gives off the right air. It exudes a demand for respect. Well done. Ah, now, someone named Yongo on the 5th floor asked for some kind of heroic feeling clothes. Could you go get some more details? Yes, we can do that. Up on the 5th floor. Which is the top floor, as a matter of fact. Live in this unit today. Rent free. If fucking only. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys that one because that whole no hole can't be surpassed. That's a really, really strange turn of phrase. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, wait a minute, holes? What? That was my thought upon reading it. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, Yongo. Oh, Nova. How I envy you, shrinking and sucking all over the... Don't say a word. I wish to be heroic. I want to leave my room one day, but not today. Please, something heroic. Something I can feel confident, ready to save the world in, or at least visit the snack store in. Hey, I got a card. And this door... Society of Space-Time Studies. Interesting. That was weird. I glitched an exclamation point over my head. Not shrieking, shrinking. I am a nano cleaner. I shrink down to nanoscale and clean people up with a vacuum. What's the card game? It's not a game. They're just collectible cards. They according to Anodyne 1, they represent your personal growth. Ah, Yongo. I've never seen him once. He wants to be a hero? Yes, I think we have something for that. Intuit, believe, unleash your fashion storm. Well, this looks maybe like a hero outfit. Sort of. I guess. And, well, everybody knows heroes wear their underpants on the outside. Maybe. And... traffic cone hat so you can be a wizard. This is probably wrong. This is probably very wrong. Fa-sha-sha. Yes, I see. With this outfit, they'll be a showstopper. No slime can stand in their way. Everyone will remember them, that's for sure. Yikes, Nova. Maybe you need a break. I wouldn't be caught dead in this. Yes, that's enough. Well done, Nova. May your life be filled with the fury of the fashion storm, Fasha. I received 3 approval tokens. Is that it? Yes, that's enough. Well done. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Let's see, with... There we go. What do you think of this one? Yes, that's... Okay, you won't give me any more comments. Well, just screw you. Have some Pico Spark. I don't know why the music changed. All right, so let's see if that's enough approval tokens to get behind the seal of approval. How goes it, Nova? You earned enough tokens. I'll take those then. Nova hands over the tokens. Oh, great. Hurry, Nova. The dust crystal awaits. Nova found a card. Yay. I got a card. So, did you clean the dust? Yes, well, great. Wait. Minorma, stop. Just as I thought, there's no nano dust back here at all. Well, looks like my readings were off and... Shut up! You're investigating that pad, aren't you? You still think it takes you to other worlds, huh? Well, what about the outreach possibilities? You know, beyond there could be many people. Imagine all the clothes you could make. How much more influence you could have. We don't need that. We're a self-sustaining, satisfied society. Isn't it getting crowded in here? What if one day there's overpopulation? We'll need to resettle. Resettle? You've been forcing multiple people to switch over to construction and military jobs. There's plenty of room to expand in the orb. You're just dead set on wasting our resources on your expansion projects. Look, I'm afraid you don't understand. You all just sit here twiddling your thumbs and knitting stuff. How can you be so ignorant and so happy? Don't you feel imprisoned with no mysteries to explore? Forget it. You could never understand mystery. Styleless robot. Goodbye. Nova. No hard feelings, right? I mean, you got a card. It's all good. I'll convince them one day. Why can't they understand? This orb, we deserve better than to waste away all alone. But that does, in fact, lead to another world. That leads us back to the Nexus, which is a big old reference to Anodyne 1 and also has some portals to other things. But I think there might be more to this place. I feel like I need to actually like shrink inside Minorma and clean him personally. But I guess I can't. This is where the internet has ruined Orb for me. Yeah. Ever since I started watching Games Done Quick, Orb is just a meme. Yeah, there's also the whole pondering my orb thing. Let's see. Nope, there are no more cards here, which means all we have left is Outer Sands West, aka the beach. So let's go do that, which means I think I want to go down here. Nope, that's Outer Sands North. Okay. Wrong way. Gage, you do like going hands-on. Heyo. Oh, sorry. Oh, me and Cosmic were up pretty late last night. All right, time to go to the beach. It's time for the beach episode. Everybody loves a good beach episode. Unfortunately, I don't have a bikini outfit to put myself in. Welcome to the beach, Outer Sands West. So there's a couple interesting things here. There's one particularly large dungeon that we're going to have to do. But there's also some other things, some hidden things. For one, the Jade Highway leads here, which is neat. There's also this little building over here. Let's go check that out. Need a lifeguard? I mean, I don't even know if I can swim. Let's find out. Apparently not. Luckily, I just respawned, so I guess a lifeguard isn't really necessary. Oh, see, I wasn't even thinking the whole, morb thing. I was thinking the whole wizard pondering his orb. Yeah, no, morb. See, like, I wanted to see Morbius. I literally wanted to see it. Was it going to be good? No, I didn't expect it to be good. I expected it to be maybe Venom level. But now it's like... No, now it's just... Nope, just memes. Everybody stand back. I'm going to morb. Nova found the base of the Trilock Collar, a mysterious and ancient artifact. Its smooth white surface is marked by 3 circular slots based along the front. Why didn't he say it's Morbin time in the movie? Because they were trying to make a serious movie, but completely failed. Alright, so we found ourselves the Trilock Collar, and we also have the 3 locks for it. However, we have no idea what those do. Also, hello person, what do you have to say? No one of Import. Ho there, cleaner of the dust. Welcome to Import. I am No One, the founder and mayor of this famous seaside town. Huh? You've never heard of Import? Ah, well, perhaps you have amnesia. That would make for quite an engaging tale, as it would unify your perspective with that of the players, allowing for emotional revelations about your past that shake you to your core. I myself have suffered from a bit of amnesia. Or perhaps not, it's hard to say. All I know is that one day I awoke on the shores of this beach, salt-soaked and bedraggled. Was that the beginning of my life? I have always been subject to sudden bouts of fainting, during which I would experience the most peculiar dreams. I heard a voice commanding me, "Do not create the boat. The boat is forbidden. The boat shall be our downfall." I became obsessed. What is the boat, I would wonder. I began to carry a journal with me so that I could record my speculations, and I pressed the voice for further information. Venerated dream voice, I said, if it would please you, explain to me the qualities of the boat, lest I create it accidentally out of ignorance. Ah, fair point, replied the voice. This you must never create. An oblong vessel, curved along the bottom, of size and strength enough to carry passengers upon its top surface. Thank you for your vigilance against the boat. And so my days would pass. Slowly, I pieced together a finer and finer understanding of the boat from the admonitions of the voice. Certainly, make no such shape as has a wide surface area with a hollow interior. Beware of hanging a large cloth from any tall poles which may rise from the center of your object. Seek not to bring the front side of your creation to a tapered point, lest it cut through its surrounding medium with great efficiency. I began to create many different models of the boat, which now form the infrastructure of the town of Import. And yet, as proud as I am of all my work, I still feel a bit hollow. Why was the dream voice so concerned about these mundane, if beautiful, structures? What is the true meaning of the boat? Okay, and that's it. So, those certainly look like boats with sails that you were not supposed to create, but I mean, they're not in the water, so obviously they're not actually boats, right? There is okay, so I will give you a little bit of analysis of that right now, right? So the voice that he hears, that's the center. That is the center speaking directly to him and telling him, don't make a boat, because if you make a boat and sail away from New Theland, you'll be outside the center's sphere of influence. Right? The center won't be able to help you or control you. It won't be able to do either. And the center doesn't like that. The center wants to be in control. That's what the center was made for. So the center keeps telling him, hey, don't make a boat. Whatever you do, don't make a boat. But he's confused. And he's like, okay, cool. Don't do this thing. That's fine. But like, you got to give me more information. The word boat is basically meaningless to me, right? It doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's good. Okay, so here's what a boat is, right? Here's what it is. This is what it's shaped like. This is what it's made of. This is how it's constructed. Whatever you do, do not do this thing. And this is kind of a commentary on how the more strictly an authority figure tells you not to do a thing or not to make a thing or not to be a thing, you kind of start obsessing over it just because. Like, the more it's talked about, the more it is forbidden to you, the more you're like, you can't get it off your mind. You start obsessing over it. It's kind of a commentary on how by forbidding people from doing a thing and very, very strictly forbidding them from doing it, you kind of make a self-fulfilling prophecy of they're gonna do the thing. Also, yeah, don't worry about that place back there. We'll be there in a minute. First, I want to see where these things lead, because I honestly don't remember. Oops. Come on, Nova, stand on it. Thank you. Ah, there is something over here. Oh, come on. Nova. There you go. Ah, shit. Come on. All right, that should work. Yes. Yeah, that way, if they told you to make it, would it not have made more sense to deliberately tell the person incorrect information about what a boat was? But see, that's the thing. It's just, you're trying to get them to do something or not do something very specific. The center doesn't really care what they build as long as you can't use it to leave New Theland. So he's like, okay, God, I need more information about what's actually forbidden. And the center gets more and more specific about it. Until eventually it's just, you know, this is exactly... Oh, hello. It's a commentary on authority structures is what that is. Hey, Nova got an enhancement patch. Health up. Nice. Now... is there anything else I can do here? I can get over here. And I might be able to get up there if I jump. Maybe? No, that's too steep. Nope, I'm falling in the ocean. Or, oh, okay, I can walk on this. I'm not falling in the ocean. Hydrate, thank you. Teach them to build a flawed boat? But see, that's the thing. A flawed boat is not forbidden because a flawed boat doesn't work. That's like the boats that are landlocked there as part of the town. Those are fine. Those are fine. Those are perfectly fine because you can't use those to leave New Theland. I think you're maybe trying to read too far into it. Ah, shit. Oh, it just puts me back here. Okay. Maybe you're trying to read too far into it. It's definitely meant to be like a social commentary. All right, now I know I can get over there. I can see them. Can I just walk? No. Maybe I can just jump from up here. For the record, technically I'm out of bounds right now. That's why this is so finicky. Okay, it's just walk, don't jump. Interesting. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's failing manipulation so hard. Well, yeah. The center... it's never really revealed what the center is. Like, They appear mechanical, but I think it's more like I think they're supposed to be divine. I think they're supposed to be a god. Also, welcome to Out of Bounds. This game is kind of cool because when the developers realized you could get out of bounds, rather than fixing that issue and keeping you inbounds, they're like, fuck it, we'll hide collectibles out here. Nothing important, it's mostly meta coins, but yeah, we're not supposed to be here, so we're gonna see some strange collision and stuff. Like right over here, actually. How about this? We're now inside of a mountain. You can look up there and see there's some stuff up there. I'm pretty sure... Actually, I don't know exactly where that is. I think we're outside the boundaries of the map at this point. Like, we're not just inside something, we're literally, like, behind the doorway to the previous area or something crazy like that. And there's a YouTuber reference hidden out of bounds, don't know where. It would not surprise me in the slightest. I haven't fully explored the out of bounds areas because the only thing back there is metacoins, and metacoins aren't really that useful. Let's see if we can't get up on top of this ridge of sand over here and see where that goes. We should just be able to drive up. Yes. All right, so let's see what's up here. Coin. Now over here, okay, there is something else over here. It's not just coins. All right. Ah, it's a jump pad. Hello. Oh, hi. Come on, Nova, you can do it. Okay, and then we got this jump pad, which lets us get over here and get to this jump pad. Which lets us get all the way over to here. And yes, there's a jump pad there. I just want to see if there's anything else hidden here. Also, you can probably tell by the scale of things where we're never really intended to be able to get here. Like, this is definitely supposed to be background stuff. There's another jump pad, there's another jump pad that leads to God. I mean, it wouldn't be too far outside of this game's wheelhouse, actually. All right, so we're up on top here, and oh, okay, our reward is metacoins. Nice. Actually, pointless, but whatever. It's still pretty cool that they're just like, oh, you can get up here? Okay, well, we'll make it official. So this place over here looks hollow. I don't think I can make it from there. I think I have to go around this ridge here. Yeah, 0.01% more completion. Gotta collect them all. You get literally nothing. There's not even an achievement for collecting them all. The achievements stop at collecting 500, and honestly, you shouldn't even bother doing that. We don't actually have to jump over here to get this, by the way. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I know where this is, and we can just walk in from the other side. Yeah, look right there. There's one of the gates to another area. We're totally not supposed to be up here. It wouldn't surprise me if there was something hidden up here, though. And it's stuff like this that makes me love this game, because the developers literally said, you found a bug? Well, it's a feature now. Yes, I saw those metacoins down there. I don't care. I care about this. Now, we don't have any idea what the fuck this thing is. We can't talk to it, but we can spark it. We can shrink into this thing. Where are we going? Who knows? Oh, back to the Nexus. That's interesting. But was this path open before? Outer Sands North, the field. Outer Sands West, the shore. 20 minutes? Try something like 3 hours. I showed that off at one point. Yeah, it's like a 3-hour wait. Okay, that's New Theland, or New Theland, I should say. Those are broken. Oh, okay, there we go. We unlocked that portal. Welcome to Pastel Horizon. Pastel Horizon is another extremely large dungeon. It's basically like an overworld with quests and stuff in it. So we're going to be here for a bit. This is going to probably be the majority of this video, if we complete it tonight. The northern shore of the Pastel Horizon. Only the one with the vacuum can use its suction to swiftly sail through the Pastel Horizon. Good thing I've got a vacuum, then. Unfortunately, I can't walk through the water to get that. So we'll check that raft in a minute. I just want to see what's down here. The Pastel Horizon glows pink, a rare natural beauty. This sakura grows from its water. It's been here forever. I watch over it. You can use a raft, can't you? There was a man. He would pace the shore, staring into the water. Oddly, he'd do this every day. I asked him why he came so often. He just said, "Please don't worry." People have their reasons, so I left it at that. But one day, he stopped coming. No one stays here forever. Couples stroll the shore, children swim, some stare into the horizon, some come to cry. But something was different about this man's absence. Many of us are unable to use rafts. We can only wonder what's beyond the sea. Though we know the petals of this tree hold a power. They can guide us to the lost. And more, the petals seem to be leading to something. Alright, so there's our first puzzle. Follow the sakura petals. Kill the fish. Oh, go away. A chorus of voices cries from the calm sea waves. Nova ignores the sounds and tries to move onwards. But suddenly Nova feels a strong wind grasp her, and her perception fades. Oh, whoops. You heard voices while sailing. Probably the darn wild ghosts again. They'll swarm and interfere with us living beings. Wild ghosts. Pitiful. There's no way to stop them from coming for good, but if you turn on the poison machine, it'll drive them away for a while. Nova feels a potential connection with her nanospark from the poison machine. It's a shame we have to do this to our ocean. But what can be done about the wild ghosts? Like waves, they keep coming. It's just the world we live in. So, shrink down to pico scale and poison the ocean. That sounds like a good idea, right? Surely nothing bad will happen. Beep beep, ocean poisoning routine wrong. Releasing liquid crowd dispersal chemical. Releasing water-soluble riot suppression formula. Done. Congratulations, we've successfully poisoned the ocean. Yeah, microplastics. All right. Oh, hello. Okay, that we've unlocked a fast travel point. But I think we need to start over again with the Sakura. Okay, so we're starting from here. Go over here, go down, kill a fish, go down, go left, go down, go left, left. Ah, hello. Homecoming Isle. Nova feels a presence inside these fish bones, an opportunity for connection with her nanospark. I gotta say, I really like these little Atari sections. It's a very neat way to say, oh, we're going further and further down in scale. To let's say, okay, we go from 32-bit to 16-bit to 4-bit, you know. Two-bit, 1-bit, half-bit, quarter-bit. For years I lived as a human, leaving my life behind as a fish. The opportunity of a life on land was tempting. But what did I leave behind? When I returned to the ocean, my mother, my schoolmates, my siblings were all gone. Time passed so fast. How easy it was to forget my origins, the place that spawned me. All I can hope for now is peaceful passage into the afterlife. Yes, yes. Thank you for finding me here. Okay, nothing new. So yeah, the guy who used to walk on the shore, well, he was a fish. We got a card. Okay, so where else can we go? Looks looks like directly to the east of here, there is another fast travel point. Yep. That's near the whirlpool. If we go all the way south, there's a fast travel point. No, we can't get there from here. Here we go, it looks like. Sisterhood Island. I saw you coming in from the north. You know how to raft, don't you? That's a blessing indeed, you and that raft. One of us, Fukuchi, left the island a few days ago. She'd always be the one proposing plans to leave. She remembered the most from her past life. Astonishing inventions, new modes of travel, unbelievable stuff. Maybe she kept trying to leave because she knew what she was missing. My past life is a blur. Flashes of colors, sounds, senses. Might be better that way, yeah? No longing to leave. Just me and the friends. I'm happy to stay here, there. Counting the days. Being accountable to each other isn't so bad. Yeah. Hey, don't pity me. It's our fate to spend our days on this island. We've tried to leave before, of course, but each time, the passed out horizon conspired to return us here. So we haven't tried since. Better off just living in safety. Fukuchi always tried leaving, and look what happened to her. Oh, poor Fukuchi. Not so lucky after all. And yes, that's enough supplies for all of us. Ah. No, we won't be selling any of these. We make them for ourselves. How would we find anyone to sell them to? To you, a wandering presence? No, money's no good on this island. It's usually around this time that Fukuchi comes by with the day's harvest. I keep waiting here, expecting her to show up, but she's gone. If Fukuchi's gone, that leaves me to prepare the food. I'm not as good, but I'll do my best. For years I've stared at ingredients, longing to have the skill to turn them into something delicious, but it's never happened. Alright, that's Sisterhood Island. It's rare to see a young face in these parts. No, I don't expect you to do anything for us. We're perfectly fine, yeah? No worries. If we weren't fine, we'd be skeletons. Oh, don't be so serious. Oh, is that look in your eyes? You're looking for something, aren't you? Fukuchi had that look too, and now she's gone. If you're looking for something, maybe you can find our Fukuchi and bring her back here. Yeah, the other skeleton was doing just fine. Other skeleton had a life partner and everything. Good house. I don't know where this person gets off judging. Oh, well, maybe she doesn't want to return. At least show her this. She had lofty goals, but whatever she did, she would want to see this one last time. I got Fukuchi's shell. You're looking for something, right? Bring that shell to Fukuchi. Find her. She definitely wants it. I'm sure she can help you find what you need. Okay. So now we have to figure out where the hell Fukuchi is, because we have her shell. Are you Fukuchi? Year after year, I come here to pay respects to my buried ancestors. But what do I have to go through such effort? Even if they raised me, there were whole communities and friend groups behind my growth, the arc of my life. I want to value that as well. Okay, so directly north of here should be an island? Yes, but it just has slimes on it. Okay, so if I go all the way to the east... Oh, whoops. There we go. This is one powerful vacuum. Oh, that's a rock. Thanks, Nova. That's a rock. Windworn Cove. Okay. Can't really do anything here except just run. I have nothing to shoot at them. My Pico Spark doesn't damage them. Hey, 10 meta coins. Yay! How wonderful. So, I guess I go this way? Yeah, there must be another way in. This looks right. No, it feels potential for connection with the vicious beast and our nanospark. It's a circus. Oh, wait a minute. That's right, I have to shoot something else at those diamonds. Like that. Okay, can't stop that thing in the middle from shooting me. I guess we're just gonna... Yeah. Okay. Get it? Because it's a fantastic beast. Ah, that shell. Wonderful to be able to see it one last time. Ah, I can feel the other women of the island. I miss them. They must be worried. They must want me to return. One day, I found out I had a previous life from before the day I awoke on that island. I remembered scraps at first, but eventually it became impossible to forget. Now, my body is gone, drowned, disintegrating on the seabed. If I had convinced the others to leave, things may have ended differently. Either way, somehow you found me in this strange place. You, a living being, found me. Now I can find my way onto the afterlife. But with how this world works, I may not be able to connect with my friends ever again. Whether I blame myself for leaving or some greater force for putting me on that island, it makes no difference. The system makes no exceptions. Living on that island, I remembered airplanes, trains, cars, cities, farms, wars. What would it be like to live out my life with things like that? I had to find out. I had to leave. I had to experience something more than the island. Ah, well. At the very least, I tried. Well. Goodbye. Yeah, the game changes settings quite frequently. I got a card. All right. So there's only a couple other places for me to go. There's another chest in Windward Cove down south. But I don't think I can get there from here. I think I have to go around the whole thing. One way to find out. Ah, okay, and that's the last island. The train station. Well, I mean, that other chest, it's down there, but it's not marked with, anything. It's not marked with the icon for a card or a hard upgrade, so I'm guessing it must just be a, some meta coins. So, honestly, who gives a fuck? Now this, on the other hand, we kind of care about. Can I even land here? No, you won't let me land there. Now here, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I do care about it now because it's going to be a, key that'll get me to that heart piece. Okay, so we'll get that before we leave this place. But for now, let's talk to this guy. What are you doing? Hurry up now. Don't keep these people waiting any longer. All aboard, all aboard. Okay. Next stop, Ghost Bridge. The train rumbles down the tracks onto the water and across the surface of the pastel horizon. You there with the vacuum. Still living. Ah, I see, yes. You can get off here. Just don't stay too long. If you haven't helped those other two ghosts, he doesn't let you stay. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. I'm so inferior, pathetic, worthless. I destroyed him, and then I destroyed myself. I'm pathetic. That's all I was good for. 10 metacoins, yay. Deep in the city outskirts, down a long road, in a building for the elderly, alone in total silence, I saw the fog descend on the autumn forest. Oh, hey, I remember killing you in Anodyne 1. Snuffed out, my life disappeared in a flash. Tiptoeing through the afterlife, I gazed not in rage of my murderer, but with the hope of abolishing violence's roots. Got a card, yay. What if a person dies under unusual circumstances? No family, chosen or birth, to remember their name. Or they had their emotions twisted, poisoned by those profiting off their despair, setting them down a road of self-destruction and isolation, having bought into simple answers to complex problems. Or if they were played a poor hand, doomed to be crushed under the heel of an uncaring system, slipping through the cracks, dying alone, forgotten. Or they faded away, alone, their whereabouts unknown. When that happens, they will wander the pastel horizon, lost in their thoughts. Without the prayers of earthly connections able to reach them, they become wild ghosts. Someone needs to take care of them. This bridge, a ghost bridge, guides these wild ghosts to a place where they can find healing and community. I've been working forever. I can imagine a world where I retire, but until that happens, I will remain here to do my work. You want to cross the bridge? Nova, you're no wild ghost. You have some purpose, some kind of support. Finish it, whatever it may be. Value your connections, Nova. When you die, it would be sad to meet you here. Endless, endless horizon. That pink color. I'm sorry I couldn't stay with you all, but now I'm at the bottom of the ocean. In the end, I'm okay, I think. I don't judge the dead, I just transport them. Train's ready to leave when you are. All aboard. And then we come out over here. Nice. And that unlocks this side. We still can't go into that area down south, though. Full disclosure, I may have to look up a guide for where to get the damn keys. 10 metacoins, yay! Alright, so... I think I know where one key might be. I don't know how to get there, but I think I know where it might be. I think it's over here. If I summon the raft here and go down here, yep, this is a gauntlet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm yourself. Oh, I have to kill... Shit. Ah. This is harder than it looks. Yeah, get fucked. And then on this screen, nice. And then over here, this is just an avoidance thing, which I'm just gonna tank my way through. Nice. Key. And the other key is definitely down in Windward Cove, but I don't know exactly how to get there. Let's figure that out. So if I go through here, this takes me to the whirlpool area. And that whirlpool is marked on the map. I wonder if that's important. Ah, I can spark into it. Okay. Where does this go, I wonder? One way to find out. Ouch. Okay. I went around. I did the thing. Where am I going to end up, I wonder? Oh, exactly where I want to be. Nice. Key. Perfect. All right. Love it. Love it. Now, let's go to the Ghost Bridge. And from here, we can just pick up that heart piece and we're done with the Pastel Horizon. Which means we're actually gonna be done with the game tonight. We're gonna finish it up, it won't even be that long. Empty. A message is inside. I found it first. Finally something that's rightfully mine. I'll be able to live longer. Excusez-moi? What? Well, okay, where the fuck? Oh. It's mine. It's mine. I can still live. I can save myself. Nova feels the potential for connection from this man with her nanospark. Ah, shit. There we go. Frail man clutches what looks like a health enhancement patch. His breathing is shallow. Nova hesitantly slips the patch out of his hands, applying it to herself. Her maximum health has increased. Mine. And congratulations! We just murdered a dude. Ow. Well, that was nice. We have all the cards we need. So, let's just get out of here. We'll go back to the center, reinforce the prism, drop off some dust, and then we have to, unfortunately, go grind up and farm some dust. Shouldn't take too long, but it is going to be boring, and I apologize for that. But there's no real way around it. I've never completed this game and not had to grind some dust at the end. It's not, I mean, it's kind of a pacing issue, but it's not the worst pacing issue in the world. It doesn't break the game for me, we'll put it that way. All right, time to return to the center. Oh, wait, no, we got a shitload of cards. Let's take a look at those. Also, we're still missing one because this was Palisade's card, but it got torn up. So let's take a look at the cards we found. Minorma. Onwards, upwards, skywards. A world without expansion is one without a future. How can you seriously believe anything else? My plan will succeed. All will know the beauty of the orb. And Fabraham. The power of fashion is meant for all walks of life. We must unleash our fashion storms and show our inner beauties. Wonder if you always dropped off the dust so you never had any that you couldn't pick up, would that reduce the grind? Maybe. But the problem is that at the end, you still need so much. Because remember, I started with nothing and I had to get 450 units or something like that at the very end, and I can only carry 90 at a time. So at minimum, I would need to drop it off 5 times. There might be a better way to do it, honestly, but I'm not too concerned. Amago. I lived between 2 worlds. How tragic. And yet I must not wallow in my individual sadness. Many of us live between 2 worlds. Why are we forced to do so? What controls the pastel horizon and delineates the ways of living? Fukuchi. My mother used to tell me a story about me as a child. No matter which toy I had, I was always reach for a different one. I was always afraid to miss out. What can I say? I want everything, and maybe one day that will lead to nothingness. It's the price I pay. And the bridge builder. What do I do now that the bridge is complete? A ghost bridge is never complete. I build as a way of living, knowing that perhaps the work extends beyond my life. And that's actually it. That's actually all the cards in the game. So, let's just hop on the highway. And head back. Through the car wash, of course. Any plans for what I'll play next? Leaning towards Bug Fables, actually. I bought Bug Fables and it's really good. I know you were mentioning something on Discord about a game called Ember. I have not played it, but I would be interested to see what it is. I know I'm doing more Skyrim this week because I want to get back to breaking that game in half. All right. We've got enough cards. Let's upgrade this, drop off the dust, and there's a good place to grind. Let's see. Yeah. Give you cards. Yep, let's continue the process. It's like if firefighting was Uber. Oh God. You know, that's so dystopian, and yet I can also see that actually happening in my lifetime, and it frightens me. Okay, we have fully upgraded the dust prism. Now we just have to fill it with enough dust so the center can use it to enact the anodyne. Yep, have some dust, buddy. Oh, interesting. It's 350 is the total. So I just need to get a full tank of dust twice. And that's it. So I just have to go and get some dust and come back. And I think the best place to grind dust is at the Tree Master in one of the Blue Veil areas. I forget if it's west or east. It's this direction. I know that. Or, nope. That's actually completely the wrong way. The blue veil I'm looking for is the other way. Well, you'd think after how many episodes of this I would actually know my way around New Theland, and you would be mistaken. You would be very mistaken. All right. So over here in this water we can mysteriously walk through. What? What are you doing? Hang on a second. Apparently bimbo is a banned word. I probably need to turn down Automon a little bit. I mean, it said it was banned for misogyny. And I can honestly see that, but at the same time, come on, making fun of the streamer is a time-honored tradition, and sometimes head empty, booty thick. So, believe me, if the worst thing I ever get called is a bimbo, I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool. So you think my ass is fat and my tits are big? Okay, I'm on board with this. Hey, buddy. Let me go clean some dust out of your guts for a minute. Yeah, this won't take over long. Whoa. Probably better just to kill these slimes. They're so much quicker to kill. Almost. Okay, cool. 90 dust. Thanks, Iwasaki. I'll be back. Yeah, so the grind in this game is not bad. I do have to do that one more time after I drop this dust off, but they did make sure that if you needed to grind dust, you could do it very, very quickly. There may even be a spot to grind inside a cenote, but fuck if I know where it is. This is where I always come to grind. Okay, now back to cenote. We don't even have to go inside to drop off the dust, which is also convenient. There's a spot right over here. We can't upgrade the prism from outside, but we can drop off the dust. 270 out of 350. One more full load of dust will more than fill the prism, and that will end the game. So let's go back and bother Iwasaki again. I still love how this game was like, oh, we need a way to get around quickly. Do we want to, you know, give Nova like something to ride, or do we want to, you know, I don't know, rocket boot something? Nah, we just let her turn into a car. Fuck it, why not? Oh, it's an hour later than you thought? Oh shit. Hopefully you didn't miss anything. All right. So we're going to grind up to 90 dust. We only need 80. We may as well fill it up. It'll be another 2 seconds. Who cares? Hey, see you later, Koryu. All right. Hello, Iwasaki. You smug motherfucker. Okay. Back here. There's not even any real point in killing off the other guy. These guys just give so much dust because they drop the crystals so frequently. She says, and then gets no crystals. Come on. Halfway there. Three quarters. All right, we have enough dust, but I just want to cap it out anyways. There we go. Why? Because I'm neurotic, that's why. Thank you, Iwasaki, for your boundless bounty of the horrible microscopic thing that is destroying the planet. Let's go turn that in and see what happens. We have enough dust. We have fully upgraded the prism. It's time to enact the anodyne and see what the center's plan for everything is. All right, and I think this way. Yep, this way. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and save my game for no reason whatsoever. Drop off the dust. No, but you have more dust than the prism can hold. Worry not, as there's no need for you to deposit any more dust. Nova has completed her greatest mission to fill the fully upgraded dust prism with dust. Now she must speak with Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary to initiate the anodyne. Let's go down and talk to them and see what happens. Nova, the moment has come at last. Incredible, Nova. Truly, I tip my hat to you. With the help of the Metaclean framework, you have accomplished what none before ever have. The anodyne, Nova, you've done it. The anodyne is coming at last. Oh, how we have longed for this day. Quickly now, we must empty the prism. Well, that certainly looks sinister. Hello, Owl! Welcome to the end of Anodyne 2. Can it be? Is the long-awaited prophecy at hand? The Anodyne. I love you, Gravis. I'll always love you. I know, Stavros. And I will stay by your side forever. Far beyond the edges of time. For in the end, what is the difference between time and space? It's okay. Clonwy, old boy, this is it. I knew we were right to wait patiently for the anodyne. Think of all the train wrecks we avoided just by keeping to ourselves. Ha ha! Thank you for always looking out for me, Clonwy. You deserve an honorary PhD in friendship. Ha ha! Honorary means fake, but it's still a respectable achievement. Well, see you on the other side. I have no idea if these voices are accurate to the ones I did the first time around, by the way. Is it over now? Is the work finally complete? Yes. Now that the anodyne has arrived, I have confirmed to the metal of my heart. I, Jeff, stayed true to the very end. I never abandoned my post, no matter what the others said to me, no matter what I had to lose. Silico, Omethea, are you proud of me now? Do you finally understand? Being cleaned by Nova was the most wonderful feeling. All of that bitter rage that churned inside of me was put to rest. I was so happy to rise above my shameful old behaviors. But as the novelty wore off, I began to remember the source of my anger, the questions that once haunted me. Why did the Center create New Theland? Why is the world so full of fear and pain? Pain which we compound in endless cycles of exploitation. But the fire within me had gone quiet and only faint embers remained. Maybe the answers lie on the far side of the anodyne. At last, Nova, we will be at peace. No longer will our faulty actions mar the boundless power of our dreams. All will be right in New Theland. Ah, it's so beautiful, Nova. I am overcome, my child. I am weeping for joy. Ah, she would be so proud of you, Nova. If only Palisade. And congratulations, we've enacted the anodyne. The world is now in permanent stasis, in perfect harmony with the Center's vision. Nothing will ever change, nothing will ever grow, nothing will ever be born or die ever again. Don't you feel good about yourself? Great. So, yeah, that's... Perhaps there's another fate for New Theland. If you reload your save file, you'll find yourself back before the Anodyne. Have you tried returning to Dustbound Village? Remember, you can always change your mind. I believe in you. Yeah, so obviously that's the bad end. Oh, hang on. I've received a head pat. Enjoyed looking at my Steam library. Enjoyed looking at all the games on the left side that I cannot play on Steam. Head pats. But there we go. Was she tricked? Sort of. She was born for a purpose and wasn't given an option to back out of that purpose. It wasn't that she was tricked, it's that she didn't know she had a choice. But let's see what happens. So we're back right before the Anodyne, right before we drop off the last dust, and it suggested we go check and see Dustbound Village. Yeah, we can go to Dustbound Village real quick. I feel like if I did have a criticism of this game, it was that there's not really an organic way to get the second ending, the true ending. You just do the first one, you do the Anodyne, and then Marina Kitaka, one of the developers, speaks to you personally and says, hey, have you tried going back here? Maybe you should go back here and do a thing. There's no real in-game clues that say to return to this place. That ending was like the white ending in Shin Megami Tensei 4? Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go back here. Use the glyph, reverse the gravity. Fall to the top of the spire. I believe there is actually an achievement for doing this without touching the ground or any of the jellyfish. Okay, well, we made it in any case. Give us Oblivion. I refuse. I refuse to give you Oblivion. If we go back up here, here's the weird dust dog creature. Nova pets Wolgali. Wolgali seems to like that. Nano Cleaner Nova. I am so ashamed when I think of the last time we met. I was wild then. My puffs were matted with dirt and tangled in twigs. I was rude to you, no doubt. Please accept my most humble apologies. What's that? You would like to explore inside of me? Well, I would be deeply honored. I'm sorry. Oh, how embarrassing. I'm having a hard time opening myself to resonance. Oh, goodness. I promise I would like to let you in, but my body can be so frustrating at times. Esteemed Nano Cleaner, I would hate to have you go out of your way for me, but I have heard of a powerful artifact called the Trilock Collar. Perhaps if you were to collect the collar and fasten it around my neck, I'd be able to resonate with you once again. Oh, I would be so pleased, Nano Cleaner Nova, if I could belong to you. Well, luckily we have that, but let's take a look at it. Okay, the Trilock Collar base. The base of the Trilock Collar, a mysterious and ancient artifact. Its smooth white surface is marked by 3 circular slots spaced along the front. The Gren Lock, one lock of the Trilock Collar. It soothes the paranoia of being watched. The Blue Lock, one of the locks of the Trilock Collar. It prevents the anxiety of meeting strangers. And the Red Lock, one of the locks of the Trilock Collar. It wards away the fear of physical pain. Nano Cleaner Nova! Is that the Trilock collar for me? Wow. You would really accept me as your own. Well then, there's no doubt in my mind anymore that we will be able to spark a connection. However, I don't think I have a dust crystal inside of me currently. I would hate for you to waste your time. Ah, you know best though, of course. Nova fastens the collar around Wolgali's neck. The air is thick with air, I guess? I mean, at least it's not dust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Enter them and take a look around. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova. So we're heading back into the Dustbound Village. And it's... well, it's not looking nearly as corrupted and crumbling as it was the first time. Huh? Why does everything look different? Have I landed in the wrong area? Drem! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. What happened here? Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry about how I left things earlier. Drem, I was mad at myself, and I shouldn't have taken it out on you and Elegy. Can you forgive me? Well, hello, visitor. Welcome to Robustbound Village. Drem, what are you talking about? Don't you mean Dustbound Village? Dustbound Village? Oh, what an absurd notion. Dustbound. As if the center would ever allow such a fate. We here in Robustbound Village look forward to nothing but vigor and good health. Ah, you are the center's own nano cleaner, correct? It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you enjoy your stay here in Robustbound Village. Drem. He had nothing new to say. So, the Dustbound, are no longer here. Clearing of the Binding and Farm. They're off to the east, but that path is now blocked. Oh, never mind me. Okay, well, you have nothing to say anymore. Yes, perfect. I have completed another painting. The center created me to be an artist. I can work tirelessly without taking breaks because I know that I am destined for true greatness. This is, I'll come back to that. Maybe a little, disturbing what has happened to this place. Oh, they blocked off the wrestling ring, too. I am father. I am mother. I am sister. I am brother. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay. So, what the fuck happened here? Nova found Palisades card. But it's all torn and taped up. Drem was sorry that he tore up your card. He didn't know at the time what Palisade meant to you. Elegy? It's good to see you, Nova. Elegy, is it really you? What happened here? Why is everyone different? Have you ever blinked at the exact same moment that someone turned out the light? It almost feels like time cheated to rob you of that instant of transition, to make it forever impossible to reconcile the puzzle pieces of your existence. I saw Drem, but he was different. I don't like it, Elegy. The life we had here in Dustbound Village was incompatible with the Center's vision, and so we were reset. My friends forgot everything they had once known. Ash and I escaped by chance with our dust-channeling peekaboo game. We vanished at just the right time and escaped the center's gaze. Why does it have to be this way, Elegy? Why does it have to hurt so much? Maybe it was a mistake to come here. If I bring about the anodyne, I can undo all this sadness and loss. Nova, this loss that you feel, this is like a small taste of the anodyne. If you give in to the center, you will lose yourself completely. We all will. But I want to feel right, Elegy. I want to feel at peace. Don't we deserve that? Can't you see, Nova? We did feel right. This is a sad and scary world, but we were building something better from the wreckage. But why do we have to choose between the center and ourselves? Maybe we could talk to the center. Maybe it could change the rules. Maybe we could just act right because we want to and because it feels good. And we won't have to be afraid anymore. It's a nice thought, Nova, but is that what you were ever promised? If such a thing were possible, do you have any evidence that it's what the center desires? And the Glandilock seed is not happy. But why wouldn't... Nova's head swims. Her vision fades into a dark and endless tunnel. Yes, she's starting to remember why she left the Dustbound. Drem, Elegy, all they ever wanted was to make a fool of Nova, to trample on the sacred task she has received from Palisade. Long ago, before Nova had even glimpsed the open sky, she had known the malice that lurked inside her own heart. Brand Malignan had taught her that. And what had Nova been hoping to gain by visiting Elegy again? She was no better than Gustine Papillum, always giving in to her basest desires for comfort and pleasure. It isn't worth it, Nova wants to scream at herself. She feels torn apart, but most of all she is afraid. How could she possibly hold out forever? The dust. It will seep into the cracks in her shell and she will turn into rot. Her purpose will spoil and disintegrate. She will be subsumed into the roiling pit of darkness, with only virulent regret and pain burned eternally into her dimming mind. She can hear the dust all around her. She can feel its potential in every particle of matter. The noise grows and grows and grows and grows, growing, growing, growing. Nova, come back to me. That's happened before, hasn't it? Before you left the first time? Where are you going, Nova? When you get that look in your eyes, what are you seeing? Slowly, haltingly, the cacophony fades away. Nova's vision returns to normal. She looks up into Elegy's eyes, gentle and concerned. Nova is confused by her conflicting feelings. After a long pause, she finally speaks. I think it's the Glandilock seed. It's a Glandilock seed. I received it when I was born. It connects me to the center and gives me the power to transform dust crystals into cards. The Glandilock seed holds close the memories of what I have seen. It reminds me of what the dust is capable of. It reminds me of the stakes of my mission. Thanks to the Glandilock seed, I will never lose focus on what truly matters, eradicating the dust. Nova, sweetheart, in this life, many things will happen that might hurt or scare us. Sometimes, yes, we'll learn and grow and continue on our journey. But sometimes, Nova, sometimes things are just bad. There's not always a lesson. When you were young, you saw things that scared you. You were pressured with the weight of unfair expectations. Does the Glandilock seed help you to understand the true nature of your fears? Does it lift you up when you reach for something more beautiful and true within yourself? Or does it wield your fears against you, beating you down with insecurity until you believe you have no choice? Nova decides to stay the night. Elegy and Nova walk to the outskirts of the village, lay on a hilltop, and gaze into the starry night sky. It's stuck there. Hmm? The glandulox seed. I can feel it. I can feel its tendrils flex and squeeze, branching throughout my entire being. I could never ignore it. I could never be free of it, even if I wanted to. It's always going to be a part of me, Elegy. Always. That's why I can't be the one to turn against the center. I can't be the one to end this, no matter what I might think or feel. Nova, when you were born, they called you the nano cleaner. But you were the one who rose to that mantle. You were the one who molded yourself into the person who has made it this far. And now, isn't it time to form yourself once again? Isn't it time to take that power of adaptation and redirect it towards what you truly believe? As long as you are alive, Nova, that is your gift. You can always become something new. I don't know, Elegy. I just don't know if I can believe that. I don't think it's right for me to gamble on a chance like that. But maybe I don't have to. Maybe there could be another. Elegy, I have an idea. Do you think you could teach me how to dust channel? The way you became invisible to the center? Yes, of course. But why? Time passes, and eventually Nova leaves the village. I don't see any way around it. The center hid me from the true nature of the glandulox seed. But does it matter? If the anodyne will truly bring about peace and beauty like Psalmist says, then who am I to stand in the way? I was created for a purpose. Why should I be owed anything more? And yet, I'm just not sure. In the end, there are two choices. Achieve the anodyne, or confront the center. Although, maybe I should just keep working until I am more certain of my decision. Acquired item, Nova's Dilemma. Nova can confront the center by heading to the Dust Prism Cap in Blue Veil Center. All right. Well, now we would have a decision to make, except I already showed off the bad ending. Since we know what the center would do, there's no sense in trying to, trying it and seeing what's going to happen. There's no sense in trying to reason with the center. We know what they want for the world, and we know that it's not what we want. So, I guess we're gonna go confront them and see what happens. Oh, also, I've got Palisade's card again. Special card from Palisade. After Nova landed in Dustbound Village, Dremkinako tore this up, and has since taped it back together. It has no protective uses anymore. All right. Oh, right. This is the car wash. We can go through that to get to the center. Let's hit up a save point. We have some dust to deposit, and then we can confront the center. All right, now I must speak with them to start the anodyne. But what if I refuse? There's no turning back. I understand. Do you really think that you can change anything? Well, I have a plan. Well, look what we have here. Little Nova wearing the big girl pants. You think you're really something, don't you? You really think highly of yourself, is that right? Well, yeah, I'm kind of a badass. That's a laugh. If you've ever been anything more than a whimpering mound of self-pity. So you're really going to go through with this? Yes. Even though it means turning your back on Sea Psalmist and Palisade. Yes. Well, fine then. Do things your way. We'll just see how that turns out, won't we? My plan begins with removing the top lid of the dust prism. Perhaps I can use my spark ability. Oh, come on. Let me up there, damn it. It literally won't let me up there. Okay, I guess I just gotta jump. Alright, we blew the cap off. Nano Cleaner Nova, what is the meaning of this? I'm worried about this behavior, young lady. It's highly risky, and we wouldn't want it to get hurt. You don't care about me at all, do you? You just want to use me. Not at all, Nova. You are highly prized by the Center, and we've always striven to demonstrate your worth with the utmost professionalism. The MetaClean framework was specifically designed with... That's enough, visionary. I told you your soulless pandering would be our downfall. Nova, we have sincerely attempted to support and guide you in your work to the best of our abilities. But that was not all you needed, was it? You needed love, caring, the nourishment of the spiritual self. You are not merely a machine to be oiled and controlled. I understand that now, Nova. Don't you see? I too feel the emptiness inside, the longing. Nova, these feelings are important. They point us to the center, to the anodyne. I hate the glandulock seed. I hate that it lives inside of me and wraps itself around my every experience. It hurts me when I want to explore. It numbs me when I want to feel. It makes me afraid when I want to be strong. Why didn't anyone warn me? How could you let this happen? I didn't know what it would be like until it was far too late. Nova, I should think you'd understand this by now. The world outside is broken, filled with lascivious temptations and destructive thoughts. Nothing of true value comes from the dust, no matter how alluring it might seem. The Center is saving you the trouble of mucking about in that cesspool of shame and heartache. It may seem like we're missing out now, but nothing out there can compare to the glory of the anodyne. I just don't think I believe that anymore. I want to be able to feel things and see things and find my own path. Nova, the Center has been very patient with your wandering heart, but now that patience wears thin. What choice do you imagine that you have here? Do you think that you could be anything besides the Nano Cleaner? Do you really think that you can change who you are? No, I don't. In an instant, Nova flings her body into the prison. Psalmist cries out in shock and alarm. Visionary snorts in disgust. But as Nova falls away from them, cocooned in the pillar of swirling dust, their voices fade like a distant dream. Nova thinks to herself, it would be so easy to let go. To just forget about the limits of my skin and melt into the dust. It would feel so nice to not exist. No, that's not why I came here. I have to hang on. I have to be there, because if I can convince them that I'm gone, then maybe, just maybe. Nova tumbles through the prism. She grows closer and closer to the bottom, and as she reaches it, her body pierces through the crystalline barrier, the burst prism spewing dust and debris in all directions. Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary survey the aftermath of Nova's impulsive plunge. The base of the prism is damaged. Dust has leaked out and suffused the air of the chamber. Nova is nowhere to be seen. No. Oh, she's been destroyed. Visionary, what have you done? I poured my heart out to Nova and you broke her will. That cleaner was poisoned from the start by your mindless chatter. Who was it that stoked her illogical desires? Oh, Center, forgive us. How long can this go on? As long as it must, obviously. The anodyne will work beautifully. It's only a matter of time. With my guidance, the next cleaner will succeed. But the creation of a cleaner is costly. And if a new palisade is generated as well, then the Center's energy stores will be left in critical condition. A new palisade? Palisade's guidance was worse than your own. The Center briefed me on the consequences of that little experiment. Palisade nurtured Nova's soul. Perhaps if she were still around, Nova would not have turned to such drastic measures. Sentimental fool. You're beginning to sound like that wayward Nova. Have you forgotten what was wrought by the previous cleaner before the initiation of the Glanduloc C protocol? Just trust in the Center. The iteration is nearly complete. All we need to do is wait. Sometime later. Ouch. Nova's whole body aches. Slowly, she opens her eyes to see that she has landed inside the bowl-like depression of Center Sanctuary. Her body must have been torn nearly to shreds by that dive through the dust prism. She glances down to survey her wounds. And sees nothing. Her plan is working. She is successfully dust channeling, vibrating the particles around her to camouflage herself in plain sight. Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary float above, none the wiser. And, as if on cue, a strange sight runs into Nova's field of vision. Nova sees herself? No, a mirror image, a new cleaner. The newcomer stands on the center pedestal where Psalmist and Visionary await her. Zira, listen closely. I will now reveal your true purpose and the path ahead. You have been born into a war zone, Zira. Granted, it is not a contest of swords or guns, of armies or infantry. We wage a war that is nearly invisible and yet wholly insidious. We face a deadly force that wrinkles the face of time as a lurking water beast ripples the surface of a lake, disrupting the clear reflection of our souls. We call it nanodust. Nova watches as Sea Psalmist delivers those familiar words, this time to the new cleaner, Zira. She steels herself to execute the next stage of her plan. Her timing must be perfect. The dust around her sways in rhythmic patterns. She lets its tempo envelop her. Swish. 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 Then she drops the mirage and bursts into view. Sea Psalmist cries out, Nova, is that you? How? But before anyone can speak another word, Nova has flung her spark of connection directly at Zira's heart. The final act of NanoCleaner Nova. Within the heart of NanoCleaner Zira, Nova executes a desperate plan. Welcome to Nano Cleaner Zera. The Glandulock seed will not be happy with us for the entirety of this dungeon. Everything is going according to plan. You can do this, Nova. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have to spark those ones to take down the bubble. Okay. Ah, I see. They home back in on me. Zera? Okay. The elements of nurturing form an impenetrable seal. Together they protect the Glandulock's cave. Well, I guess we gotta go get those things then. Hi, Zera. Enjoying a healthy breakfast, are you? Oh, okay, I see. This puzzle is kind of interesting. We can't kill this thing. We have to use it to hit this switch. Now the same here. Perfect. Now I think this one is just a kill all the slimes thing. Ouch. Okay, which means I can get some of these with that. And then what? Okay, so let me see something. No, it still dies on impact. Okay, I'll just come back to that. I'm not sure if I can do that puzzle yet. What's this way? Oh. Wait a minute. Can I suck these up when they have bubbles? Yes, I can. Okay, that's how I solve it. The bubble protects them. Interesting. That's kind of a weird puzzle. Oh boy. Okay, what do I gotta do here? Oh. Shit. There we go. Ah. I got a key. Alright, so let's try that other path now that I know that I can leave those boomerang things in the bubbles. Okay, so... Ouch. Stop that! Thank you. Please stop. Another key. Fuck me. It's a good thing I can fully heal there because this dungeon does not fuck around, and also I'm bad at video games. Alright. Chamber of the Cereal. Yes. Okay. There we go. Sort of worked. Yum yum, tasty cereal energy for the Goldilocks seed. We'll just spark inside that. No, there's a chamber of cereal, there is a chamber of milk, and a chamber of the microscopic robots that regulate your thoughts and feelings. I think it's cereal and milk. Hello. Yep, it's not a very hard enemy because it's literally just an Atari boss. They couldn't... yeah. Fuck your cereal. Zera's Centerberry Crunch cereal has been destroyed. The seal to the Goldilocks cave has been broken. That's one. Huh? Miss Nova, what's happened to the cereal? I saved you from the tyranny of cereal? Question mark? Are we doing the right thing? It's hard to tell sometimes. Another key. Okay. Oh, right, I gotta pop the bubbles. There we go. Well, at least it stayed open. Rooms of the Reguloid. Okay, so these are the tiny little robot assholes. She who desires to pass must pay with her own blood. Well, that's how I do it, but... There we go. Have to hurt yourself in every room. Like that. Thank you. Little reguloid makes me so nice and comfy. Woof, woof, woof. Translation. Intruder, intruder, intruder. Woof, woof. Yep. Fuck this robot. Hello, reguloid. So nice of you to... What? Zero's reguloid has been annihilated. The seal to the Glandalok's cave has been broken. Yeah. That wasn't so hard, was it? Did you destroy little reguloid? What are you doing? I am saving your life. You just don't know it yet. One more key, one more seal. Ouch. Oh boy. All right. How do I do this one? Like that, okay. Cradle of the milk. The slime problem. A youthful slime bursting with potential. An elderly slime full of experience. Who deserves to live? Okay, so apparently there I have to kill the older slime. But I could do that. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna need to run very quickly, very accurately, and do that. Shit! I just wanted the health. Yeah, don't kill the baby slimes. All right, come on. Nope. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. Good. Great. Love it. Milky milk, waters and hydrates, Mr. Glandalok. Alright, you have a good night, Bombastic. Thanks for dropping in. See that? So you get robo-cats, not robo-dogs. Yeah. Oh, the milk. The milk moves. Sort of. Zero's yolk milk has been evaporated. The seal to the Glandalok's cave has been broken. The milk is gone. Mr. Glandalok is going to be so sad. Mr. Glandalok doesn't deserve milk. Ouch. All right. Let's finish this. Miss Nova, I don't understand. What are you doing here? Glandilock, I'm here to remove you from Zira. She deserves to live without you inside of her, constricting her. But don't you understand, Miss Nova? I am a vital part of Zira. I connect her to the center. I give her the power that she needs to face the dust. Without me, she would be nothing. An empty egg, hollowed out and purposeless. No, I am the one who is lost, trapped between irreconcilable worlds, chained to a cause that I cannot serve. But Zira, she is a beautiful shell, a wonderful egg. Let her fill herself with everything that is life. Don't mistake opportunity for death. Zira will be something truly astonishing. She will grow into a life that I could never imagine. I hate you, Miss Nova. You are being very naughty. Oh, I am telling on you, Miss Nova. A Glandilock sheet should never be removed. Never, never, never. You think she'd be better off without me? She'll be filled with yucky dust and poison before you can even say Glandilock, and it'll be all your fault. Oh, how I hate you. Oh, how I hate you so much. I want to kill you now, Miss Nova. I'm going to kill you to death. Ah. Ah. Come on, I got a spark inside the seed. Or no, I don't. I just gotta pick it up and... now I spark inside. Welcome to the inside of the Glandilock seed. All right. That's part of it. What did you do to me? You little virus. Oh, I'm going to crush your little body against the walls. Come here. Round two, motherfucker. Pretty much the same as the first, except now it shoots. Yep, waited too long. Got him. All right. You're still alive? What are you? I'm gonna kill you so much. I'm going to smear you all over Zira's insides. Yo, that sounded lewd, my friend. Alright, fuck you. One more time. Now that seed is not looking very good. Alright, so now half of the arena just like hurts. There we go. and you're coming with me. Get out of her head.
Miss Nova, she's so yucky and so mean. She's so sad that she will kill us all.
That is not a pleasant noise. But I think what we did, it's the right thing, but it probably wasn't very pleasant for Zira. Zira, darling, be free. You deserve more than what the center will offer you. I can't even begin to imagine what you will do. Zira, can you hear me? How do you feel? No. What's happening? Zira! Help me! Zira's body shakes violently, but Nova can still make out the look of confusion and terror on the young cleaner's face. Nova reaches out to her, but Zira's physical form crumples down like paper, as though the atmosphere suddenly pressed in on her with 100-fold force. Nova screams. Zira's red skirt settles with a gentle flutter atop her shriveled remains. Well, now, that was your big plan, Nova? To remove Zira's glandulock seed? Well, points for creativity, but you have sadly miscalculated. Nova, it's like we always said. The glandulock seed is extremely important. A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside its egg without a direct link to the center's energy. No, it was supposed to be her. I just wanted her to be free. I wanted things to be different this time. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You disgust me, Nova. You think that you deserve your own body, your own life. Everything you have comes from the center. Everything good about you is a generous gift. You irascible dust lover. I see. I see your desires. I see your pathetic fantasies. Don't make me laugh. You were never made for romantic flights of fancy. Nova, you were made to be a helper, to have a servant heart, and to find satisfaction in these simple tasks. But no, that was never enough for Nova, now was it? You had to grab for more and more like a slobbering child. Give me my palisade, give me my dustbound, give me my Zira. How much time and energy have you wasted, making yourself miserable by living at cross purposes with your true nature? You look ridiculous. You must know that. You must know what you look like in the eyes of the center. I'm going to punish you now, Nova. I take no pleasure in this, but it's for your own good. The center has tried for too long to coddle you into the right choices. Now you must face the consequences. Sea Visionary grabs Nova by the collar, lifting her into the air. He raises an arm to strike. Nova hangs her head, her legs dangling pitifully in the air. All of this, was it all for nothing? In the end, this must be what she deserves. But strangely, Nova feels a warmth inside her chest. Unbidden by Nova, a tiny spark creeps slowly from her body, lighting up the space between herself and Visionary. You are the nano cleaner, yes, but you are more than that. You are a person with feelings and needs and desires. I want you to know, Nova, that all of this matters. Every part of you. Work and play, joy and sadness, strength and weakness. There is room in the world for all of Nova. Palisade. If you created me, then you should really understand by now. I am my own being. I am compelled by my heart and my mind. You have forfeit your right to me, to all of us, by our very nature. We exist, we are beautiful, and you have no claim on us. Drem Kinako. And now, isn't it time for you to form yourself once again? Isn't it time to take that power of adaptation and redirect it towards what you truly believe? As long as you live, Nova, that is your gift. You can always become something new. LGBT.
You hurt me.
Psalmist, the center requires your energy. Your services have been appreciated, but now you belong to me. Oh. Yes, of course. If this is what the center requires. Consume me, visionary. And that's gonna be my nightmare tonight.
Yes, yes.
Goodbye, Nova. I only ever wanted the best for you. Psalmist. You don't have to do this. Well, that's a nice thought. You're so much like her, you know, Palisade. Always thinking outside the box, always pushing the limits. Yo! Drift into Madness, thank you for the raid! Hang on 1 second. So you've come by at the very end of Anodyne. I want to let you guys know that right now. If you are interested in the game Anodyne 2 and you don't want spoilered, thank you for the raid, but please get the fuck out. Counter raid from your Bloodstrain stream? Well, hey, thank you for thinking of me. Hey, anybody who hasn't seen me before, my name is Gage. I'm a variety streamer, mechanic VTuber, sometimes lewd. I try to keep myself restrained on Twitch, but you know, sometimes something slips through. Let me give you a shout out real quick. There you go. You were just playing Peglin. And see, now here's where the thing about me being lewd comes in, because I immediately want to make a joke, but I'm going to try very hard not to. I have never heard of Peglin. What is that? Please inform me. It sounds like, is it a puzzle game? I constantly make pegging jokes while playing it. Okay, then we are on the same page. It's roguelike Peggle. Oh. Okay, you know what? Honestly, that could be interesting. I may have to check that out. But yeah, my mind immediately went, oh, pegging jokes. All right. So, it's really fun. I'll definitely check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to Anodyne. Like I said, I'm at literally the very end of the game. I am in the final cutscene. So if you want to experience this game yourself, and I highly recommend that you do, then stop watching. I completely understand, but I mean that. If you don't care about the game, or if you just want to watch some really weird stuff going on, then by all means, stay. I am going to get back to it now, so you have been warned. And a lot of people coming in are going to have no context for what's going on. Visionary, I would like to know, what happened to Palisade?
What difference does it make?
I don't know. I always told myself it was an accident. That she hurt herself while she was attempting some unsafe Palisade antics. That she only had herself to blame. But it was the center, wasn't it?
We're wasting time here, Psalmist. What's your point?
I could believe that I've outlived my usefulness. That I would deserve to be scrapped for energy at the drop of a hat. But her? And Nova? I just don't understand. What am I giving my life for? What could be worth this sort of cruelty?
Have you forgotten, old one? The Center's perfect plan was never ours to comprehend. All we may do is walk this path together. Now it's time to let go, Psalmist. You know you could never hope to escape my grasp.
Nova, I think I understand. I think I see you now. There are things one can become, things that are worse than dust. Sea Psalmist smiles gently at Nova and then closes her eyes. In one sweeping movement, she strums a final discordant glissando upon her instrument. Her body begins to shimmer and dissolve. In its place, several rainbow-hued shards of dust crystal float gently into the air. Oh, what a sickening display! No matter, I already digested enough of her to deal with you. Panting with hunger, Sea Visionary drags his body towards Nova, closer and closer. Suddenly, it was almost too fast to comprehend. Dust shards had ripped into Visionary from above, knocking him back again and again until he advanced no longer. Psalmist? Only a matter of time. The center is New Theland. You cannot escape who you are. Sea Visionary's body explodes and fizzles into the air. Silence at last, and stillness. Surrounded by so much death, and yet Nova remains alive. She feels disappointed. She wasn't expecting to be the one to make it through this. Nova turns to the small pile of clothes left behind by Zira. A strange and soft little cairn. What a senseless loss. What a foolish and horrible mistake. But wait. No. Could it be? Did the folds of the cloth just shift? It must be a trick of the light, Nova thinks. And yet, there it is again. Gently, Nova sifts through the pile until she comes across a strange and tiny being. It begins to cry. Awkwardly, Nova picks it up. What was it that Psalmist had said? A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside of its egg without a direct link to the center's energy. Nova ponders this for a while. She remembers what Drem Kanako taught her about food and sleep. Perhaps there could be another way for this little one. Perhaps, with Nova's guidance. Zira, I wanted so badly to give up my life for yours. My heart ached for the sweet penance of annihilation. In the end, it wasn't even an option. I'm afraid, Zira. I'm afraid of what it means to live for myself. But maybe you will be too. Maybe we all are. Maybe my gift to you will not be the life that I sacrifice, but the life that I live. Somewhere far beyond the boundaries of everything that I once knew. Zira, the cutie pie. Like a person, but small. 100% certified Glandilock free. Infinite potential. Nova, the captain. Former nano cleaner. Sad, but determined. Inexplicable urge to say ahoy. Also, mommy. Nova breathes in the briny ocean air as they sail further and further from the shores of New Theland. She turns to smile at the tiny form of Zira, who coos with pleasure. Well, I guess this is it, huh? Says Nova. Suddenly, a glowing form spins out from Wogali's head and starts running in wild circles around the small deck. It couldn't be. Ash Beatty of the Dustbound? A dumbfounded Nova is knocked off balance by the energetic child.
Nova slips into the air, hopelessly reaching for a handrail until Nova's caught mid-fall in a firm yet gentle embrace. She's held by none other than Elegy Beatty. Nova whispers to Elegy, I don't know anything. I don't know what's out there or even what's inside of me. Elegy lifts Nova to her feet and looks out at the horizon. She gives Nova's shoulder a little squeeze. And that's the beauty of an ocean, she says. And there's the good end. We've broken free of the center's shackles as much as we can. We saved Zara. She's going to be freer than we ever were. And we got ourselves a girlfriend and a stepson. So, what does this game mean? I mean, obviously there's a lot of themes that we can take a look at. And it's kind of tough to say. Does that boat have enough supplies for 4? I'm going to say yes. But also, they're very close to the shores of Newfoundland. If they needed to, they could turn around and go get some more. Like, you could see the dock from where they were. So, in my interpretation, and a lot of other people agree, this game is about religion. Not any specific religion, but organized religion as a whole. The center represents religion. As a matter of fact, it represents a very fundamental religion. The center provides everything you need. All you have to do is be obedient to the center. You don't need to eat. You don't need to sleep. All you have to do is fulfill your purpose, and the center will take care of everything else. Trust in God, and everything else will work out. And then you have the people like the Dustbound, who choose to live outside the center. Whatever purpose the center had for them, they said, I don't want that. I'm going to go make my own way. And the center hates them for it. Hates them for it. And so they kind of live in hiding in this microscopic world inside a dusty creature on the outskirts of society. And you can liken a lot of different groups in real life to the Dustbound, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it's not a coincidence that their de facto leader is named LGBT or LGBT. Like, I'm 100% sure that was intentional. But it could easily be any other group marginalized by a religion. So, that's the center and that's the Dustbound. What is the dust itself? Well, the dust kind of represents problems or adversity in a general sense, in that it makes people miserable. The dust makes people miserable. It makes their lives miserable. It racks their bodies. It's bad shit. And so we act as the center's kind of emissary and go clean these people up, clean the dust out of them, remove it from them. And when we take a really big one, dust that is crystallized inside their organs and is really mucking things up, we take it and turn it into a card. But what the fuck is a card? Well, if you've played Anodyne 1 or if you've watched the other episodes of this show, you will know that a card in this setting is a representation of personal growth. We clean the dust out of these people. We turn it into a card. We achieve that growth. They do not. We rob them of that. If they had solved the problems themselves without our interference or the center's influence, then they would have grown and become stronger as a person. We take that from them by making them rely on us. We deny them that ability to grow. And then we take those cards that we have earned and give them to the center, denying ourselves the ability to grow because we're not solving the problems. We're just doing what the center wants us to.
We're relying on the center as much as everybody else. And it's important to note that the Dustbound don't do that. They channel the dust. They use the dust to, it gives them power. They have learned to grow through this adversity and become more powerful, a stronger person. Granted, we can't really channel our own adversity and our own struggles to turn invisible, but it's a fantasy game, so I'll let that slide. So that's some good... That's a lot of insight about that. But there is one other thing I want to touch on before I move on to show off the post-game real quick, and that is Desert NPC and No Such Scene. So that's what I started on episode 2 of this one with. And it is, without a doubt, the weirdest dungeon in the game. Because it's a glitched NPC halfway into a wall that the minigame is all fucked up. It just sucks you in. The dungeon itself is obviously unfinished, contains next to nothing, and then when you try to leave, well, you're not dumped back into New Theland, you're dumped into someplace else entirely. You're no longer playing Nova, you're playing Nora, a fast food worker living in a studio apartment in an unnamed city who pines for her friend from school, Eebs, and apparently is in love with her. But she also has a stalker, which is represented by a gargoyle on her apartment building that eventually comes to life, murders Eebs, and chases you down until you find a room with a computer that advertises the center to you. In this setting, the center is probably something like a community center or a religious outreach center, a shelter for abused women, something like that, but obviously run by a religious organization. And it's your only way out of this situation. It's your only way to escape this stalker that's ruining your life, so you take it. And then, after you do that, you are dumped back into New Theland as Nova. So, and this is something that I don't think the studio has commented on, but if you think about the game, you start at one level, and then you shrink down and go into a microscopic level. And later on, you can shrink down from there and go down even a further level. So you go from a world to a world inside a being, to a world inside a being, inside that first being, and so on and so forth. What if Desert NPC takes you from the level you start at and shoots you up a level back to real life? What if, like the first Anodyne was about a guy named Young overcoming, social anxiety and isolationism, what if this game is really about Nora building her life back up after it being, I don't want to say ruined, but I will say damaged by a religious influence? Because that's also a point of the game, and particularly about the Glandulock seed, which is that religion is a double-edged sword. It doesn't matter what religion, they all have things that are good about them and things that are bad about them. But the Glandulock seed in particular is interesting because it is implanted inside Nova at birth, and it helps to guide her, it helps provide for her. It's a direct link to the center. It is a direct link to God. But when it starts causing her problems and starts interfering with what she actually truly wants out of life, to live with the Dustbound in freedom, to have good food, to have fun, putting on pro wrestling shows with Drem, to, be in love with Elegy, it prevents that. It makes her feel bad. It's angry at her. It's not what the center wants for her. It's not her purpose. And to make matters worse, she can't remove it. By the time she realizes what it's doing to her, it has entwined itself in every fiber of her being, and it will be there with her for the rest of her life. She can distance herself from the center. She can try to limit the center's influence, but that seed that was planted in her is always going to be there. It's never going away. And for a lot of people, formative experiences when they're very young with religion will leave that kind of influence on them. And sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it gives them a strong moral compass, a sense of charity, a sense of purpose in the world, a desire to help others. It does a lot of good, but a lot of times it's also limiting. Imagine what would happen if you were raised hyper-religious and then later in life found out that you were gay. You know? Or, you know, maybe you were raised a devout Buddhist and, you know, told, oh, don't seek material things. And I'm using this as an example. I'm not well schooled on Buddhism, so this could be entirely wrong. You know, maybe you do that. Maybe you're raised kind of a, you know, don't covet material things. And then you realize, hey, wait a minute. Material things are actually kind of nice. There's nothing wrong with some luxury. Too much, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with having nice things for yourself. Or maybe you meet someone that you're romantically attached to, and then your views and theirs don't mesh because of your different upbringings. You can't get rid of your glandular seed. It's always stuck in your head. All you can do is try to mitigate its damage. It's a heavy topic, and it's not one that's easy to talk about. Personally, I was raised Methodist, although we were never very devout, you know, never went to church, that kind of thing. But let me just say that it wasn't very easy coming out to my parents about my sexual orientation or being transgender. You know, I was, you know, even if they ended up being as accepting as they could be, the fact that I was afraid to talk to them about that shows how my own glandular seed affected me. And I'm pretty sure that Marina Kitaka and Melos Hantani, I'm pretty sure that was the intentional message. And that's why it was so important for Nova to get the glandular seed out of Zera's head before it took root. Because now, Zera won't have to worry about that. She won't have those nagging feelings of what I'm doing is wrong, I shouldn't want this, this is not for me. Now, she is actually free to live her life the way that she chooses without any outside influence. And that's something that Nova wanted for herself but could not have. And so she did the next best thing and gave it to the next generation. So, to me, that's what I get from this game. Those are the themes that I see in the game. You might not agree. Marina and Melos might not agree, but honestly, and I say this with the utmost respect, they made the game, and now it's our turn to play it and interpret it. Really, what they intended doesn't matter. You know, death of the author and all that. It's what you take from it that matters. And whether you agree with me or not, that's still going to be valid. All right. So, that was a very heavy topic. Let's have some cream and mushroom soup. Another fine day in Robust Bound Village. Everything appears to be in its proper place. Thank the center for its marvelous design. What wondrous... Hey, wait a second. I've never seen this here before. There's a note underneath it. Dear Drem, we hope you enjoy eating this bowl of soup. Remember, eating is like reverse talking. Sincerely, Nova and Elegy. Bowl of soup? Eating? What's this mumbo jumbo? It says it's from Nova and Elegy? Ah, yes, that peculiar pink lady. Well, this clearly doesn't belong here. I'd better throw it out before word gets around. Yes, just gonna toss it in the trash now. On the other hand, maybe I'd better investigate more closely. For the center, of course. It smells kind of nice, actually. Really nice. Well, talking is when words come out of your mouth, so perhaps eating is when soup goes into your mouth. Yes, that's the only logical interpretation that I can think of. I suppose just a bite couldn't hurt, right? Yeah, here goes nothing. Slurp, munch, gulp, gulp. Congratulations, we also saved Drem. Melos Hantani walks out from behind the UI and waves at you. It seems that Melos would like to give you a message. Hi there. You've reached the end of the story of Nova and New Theland. Marina and I are so glad you finished our game. But I heard the Metashop got a new shipment in. There was something suspicious in the Nexus, too. I wonder what it could be. When you reload your save file, you'll be back in Blue Veil Center, as if Nova had never confronted the center. You may wish to investigate these aforementioned new things. Okay, farewell. Be safe. So, it's time for the post-game. So let's check that out real quick. First of all, new stuff in the Metashop. So let's see what I've got. Whimsical 2.wave, shareholder meeting sands, cenote stone. I don't know what any of these are, actually. But let's buy them. Okay, so cenote stone. Yes. Metaclean framework, thanks. You have a meta day. Oh, that's a fast travel. Okay, that's actually useful. There's also the shareholder meeting. Metaclean framework, thanks. You have a meta day. Whimsical.wave. Let's play this one. Whimsical 002.wave. An audio log. It says, I no longer feel their connection, but it doesn't matter anymore. I made this island. And one day, they will return. Also, shareholder meeting, Sans B. Activates meta info points about desert, field, and more. What could these terms mean? Ah, okay. This is developer commentary. If we wanted to, we could go back to this desert sands and there would be little things we could interact with to get developer commentary. So let me just buy some more stuff. And here's the Cenote shareholder meeting. Here's the Veil shareholder meeting. And there's another log. Pashmina Pashman, do you see the Crafton? A dog with eyes the size of towers, a cat with the tongue the length of air. Why do we reach out and find so little left to us? Why is the center hollow, the bagel wrapped in barnacles? Do everything bagels contain a kitchen sink in which to wash off all the shame of their excess? Can I please, may I please elevate myself to the point of grass? I'm a worm, I'm a carrot, I'm a stick. I'm myself at the end of my own tether, reaching out for who I am and was and will be. I'll ask over and over again like a fool to be seen by her, the fragrant one, and she won't be able to understand what I'm saying, won't be able to hear me. It's like I'm speaking through a stained glass window. I'm a soft and blurry shape, shadows behind the form of Jesus, a sermon on the mount of meaningless shadow puppet shows, and now the radiators too hot to touch, steam and yowl, and dare the iridescent irradiated wasteland of my mind. Wow, okay. So, that's interesting. But that's not what we're here for. Let me warp. Oh, I just warped directly to the Nexus. Okay. So, let's check out that post-game content. So, believe it or not, this game actually does have a direct connection to Anodyne 1, and it's not just the fact that the Nexus is here. It's just not important. We saw this earlier in the game, and we saw that we could walk up here earlier in the game. But when we went here before, this rock, he said this teleporter wasn't working. Well, let's talk to him now. I'm just a rock. A rock who knows that that warp pad now works. And he eats himself into the void. So, where could this lead, I wonder? Welcome to an unzone. There are many unzones in the game. most of them aren't very important. They're unfinished beta areas, testing grounds for mechanics and such and so forth. They're just little hidden things like debug rooms that you could find to explore. This one is special because this one has a story. Oh, and I transformed into the car too early. Nova exits from a textureless tunnel. Behind her, debris floats in the air. The tunnel appears to have been excavated somehow from empty space. In this expanse, nothing you see will change Nova's life or story. She is merely your way to get around. Suddenly, producer Tani appears. Sorry, but if I could break the fourth wall for a second. What I mean is, Nova's canon story in Anodyne 2 does not involve her warping out of the Nexus and coming here. However, what you will find here is canon to the origin of Anodyne 2. And, well, you'll see. Also, something new has appeared in the Metashop. Hey, now we can warp directly to the creator's realm and we get another audio log. So let me check that real quick. Excuse me. An audio log. It says, I found myself in a vast white space. A drawer-like structure connects this space to the land. Where did the other drawers go? Are there other lands? Are they decayed? Is Young there? I walked for a long time as I pondered these questions. Some residents of the land followed me mindlessly, clearly not their former selves. I suspect it's a matter of their distance to Young, since their decay began after Young left. I soon found that with my new tool, I could manifest tunnels, passageways, sometimes debris, by pulling at the air itself. Eventually, I dug a tunnel into what was a dark void. At times I was hesitant, but Young's connection gave me willpower as I lost my way. A rope leading out of the cave. I tumbled down and down this void, realizing the white expanse was only the peak of an endless mountain, a deep abyss. But finally, I found soil. Whether it manifested to me or existed already, I didn't know. But now, with my willpower, a new land can begin. Well, that's interesting because Young is the main character from Anodyne 1. So, residents from Anodyne 1 came out from here following someone and using a tool, they don't say what, they managed to dig a tunnel through empty air to a new realm, which they then built up to become New Theland. So let's go see how the land is doing. And oh, well, this doesn't look normal. Who are you? You're not from the land. It's not safe here. There's dust everywhere. A lot of others followed Sage through that portal, but I haven't seen them since. I hope they're okay. Sage seemed mad. A lot of the others went with Mitra, though. We can get dust here if we really wanted to, but we don't really need any more dust. The words on the rock are scratched out. In Anodyne, all the signs were too worn to read, which seemed like whatever cycle was perpetuated there went on for a long time. This one was intentionally defaced. Interesting. This is definitely the world of Anodyne 1. This way to Sage's exit portal. So the Sage
from Anodyne 1 was the one who sparked this exodus from the land. He was the one who tried to keep Young from completing his mission and saving the Briar as well. Maybe he just didn't want Young to leave because he knew that this would happen to the land. Seems likely. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like he was just scared that he wouldn't exist anymore, so he wanted to keep Young around. Oh, that doesn't look... It doesn't look like that's supposed to be there. Interesting. And what else we got here? The rock says, "Your friends love you." Well, that's nice. And that chest has already been opened. Is there anything else in it? Nope, can't interact with it. Is there anything over here? Oh, yes. Welcome to the fields and... oh. Well, that's interesting. That is weird. It's not like the world is decaying or anything. It's like it's been rearranged. The tiles are all in the wrong places. Oh, this looks like maybe a little bit of decay. Buy. Who stole my vacuum? Who stole it? You, thief! Return it at once. I see its etchings. I know that vacuum. Oh. So the vacuum that we've been using was from the merchant in the first game. Someone stole it and brought it to New Theland. Unfortunately, this bag doesn't contain metacoin, so it's useless to us. And we can't even interact with the gun. Oh. The rock reads, "Other residents of the land, it's your friend Mitra here. You should get out while you still can before it's too late. Wares and I are leaving. Anyone who wants to come with us should get my attention soon. We will leave through the rift I opened inside my home. We don't know when Sage might swap something important with that dangerous vacuum, so it's important to leave quickly." Nova hears a strange sound resembling a warp portal from inside the home. However, the door has been moved, so there's no way in. Unfortunately, we can't fix that. Whatever secret is inside Mitra's home, we can't access. But it looks like whoever got a hold of Young's swap tool really did a number on this place. Words on the sign are faded. It's unsurprising, as the path beyond is completely torn up and destroyed, with nothing but a dust-consumed dark void remaining. Yep, so the land did start to decay, but what happened here wasn't decay. It was somebody with the access to the swap tool, not knowing how it works, and practicing and experimenting. Oh? Oh, this is interesting. I did not know that this part was here. So this is heading towards the Briar. I wonder what all's over here. This is actually new to me. I did not find this my first time through the game, so I'm excited. I know I've already gone way past when I usually stop. I'm gonna keep going until I finish this.
This is where we fight Sage. This is the other side. Nothing there. And this is the Garden of the Briar? I forget if it had a proper name in Anodyne 1. There's the puzzle. Oh? Nova checks the chest, but whatever was there is gone. Damn it. The words on the rock are scratched out. Now the puzzle's already solved, so that's fine. Can't get in there. You can get up here, though. That's been blocked off. That's been blocked off. This is where the briar was. Words are scratched into the rock. Goodbye, young. Goodbye, briar. Again, you did adequately. But in the time since you've swam away, the land has begun to decay. Perhaps you were the one keeping this world together. Does this mean we're not needed? That we're not important to you? Many other residents seem to not care, as if they can't see the problems. Only that Mitra notices, but I can't imagine we could ever cooperate. I'm going to find a way out of the land, young. Beginning with that swap tool you left behind. Hey, Lido! Welcome to the very end of Anodyne 2's postgame. So we just discovered that the Sage from Anodyne 1, after Young and the Briar left, he had no purpose, and the land was beginning to decay around him because it was no longer needed. So he is the one who took Young's swap tool and rearranged the world in order to make a tunnel to a new reality. Mitra, on the other hand, created some kind of warp in her home to leave. So she escaped somewhere else, but Sage and Mitra didn't get along, so he kind of ruined her home so nobody else could use it. And then he created New Theland and became the center? Question mark? It's not explicit that he became the center, but it would make sense that he would make himself kind of a godlike figure in that new world. I don't know that there's much else to explore here in the land, but we can take a look at a couple more screens. No, I think that's it. This whole section is just to get the backstory on New Theland. Now here's Mitra's house. Yep, Nova hears a strange noise resembling a warp portal from inside the home. However, the door has been moved, so there's no way in. Yep. So, that's interesting. They decided to make the two games connected, even though, aside from some themes, there's not really much tying them together. But, honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's nice that you can play Anodyne and Anodyne 2 in whatever order you choose, you know? And that's good, because while Anodyne itself is a good game, Anodyne 2 is an amazing game. You know, this is something that even if you know how it ends, I definitely recommend going and playing it just because it's so fucking beautiful. Like, can I warp? Let me warp to the sands. Okay, this is Outer Sands North, and I could... These are the developer commentary things. So let me actually take a listen to one of these, just because. While creating this field, our designers used field research to build a library of reference photos. Then we attempted to construct the illusion of you moving down a large hill by creating another large hill in the distance.
The result is an expansive feeling space full of hills and troughs. Okay. That's kind of interesting. They make the space feel bigger than it is by making it feel like you're going down into a valley. That's kind of neat. All right, anyways, we want to go this way because I'm just going to... Like, I can't get over how good this game looks. Particularly while, like, attempting to show off, like, low-fidelity PlayStation-style graphics. Like, I'm sorry. This game is pretty. This game is really pretty. And the sprite work is great, too, in the 2D sections. It's worth playing just for that. And the music is good too. I mean, it's mostly ambient, but let me hop on the Jade Highway here real quick. Where is that? Right here. Let me hop on the highway. I love this game's soundtrack. It's very understated and very atmospheric, but goddamn is it pretty. Unfortunately, that soundtrack does end. And I think that's it. No, I can go here. All right, let me check that out. Let me see what this goes. Warp to the dream field. Ah, this is another unzone. Mary Shaw Kitani. Oh, hi, I'm Mary Shaw Kitani. I'm far more reasonable than that Muppet head doing the meta-info narrations back in New Theland. I'm the historian here, keeping track of the creation of New Theland. So, welcome to one of the unzones? Sure, let's go with that term. I've got an eternity living in these unzones. Better make the most of it, right? Well, you can use the menu to return to New Theland. Mystery person S wanted me to tell you that none of the unzones are canon, and there is nothing to find. I wish I could find love. There I go again. Right. An unzone is a place transcending New Theland. It was not deemed worthy by the two mystery persons, M and S. That is, there are two creation myths. One which says the center created New Theland, which is canon, and the other where M and S did it, which is meta. Basically, this is a debug room and a testing chamber. Concept art of the car wash. Excuse me, what was that texture? Well, hi, Marina Kitaka. Yeah, none of this stuff is like necessary, but it's nice that they left it in. If you like to explore and like find out about the game and stuff like that, it's cool to see. You can see the little test chambers, and there's all sorts of stuff to find. Oh, well, okay, find in the, oh, this is neat, let me look at it sense, not find in the, oh, this is going to give me extra health, or there's a hidden card here that takes 4 hours to get, you know? None of that stuff. It's just neat to see behind the scenes sometimes. But it's not necessary and not really part of the game. I think this was supposed to be a home in Cenote that you had to get into. And this was almost certainly something. This one has something I can read, so let's see what this one says. And then I'll probably call it. This is fun to explore, but like I enjoy this game mostly for the story. And while behind the scenes stuff is cool, it's not story. Actually, this whole area you can see from this vista was an early prototype of the blue veil that S made to get this right sense of scale. Okay, so this was the blue veil. Nova egg, blah, blah, blah. Another area S made. Perhaps someone lived at the top, but these types of places proved too expensive to make if only 1 nanopoint would be in it. Alas, it was doomed to this unzone. Yes, quite like the coziness and sense of climbing you got from it. So this was somebody's home, but because at the very end you only got 1 nanopoint from it, they were like, we really can't do this. We should make our areas have more stuff in them. But still, honestly, I wouldn't mind a little bit more exploration in this game. But, well, maybe if they make Anodyne 3. It's worth noting the camera in these places does not always work correctly. Not everything has the right collision, but that's because it's a, you know, leftover developer area. All right. I think that's about enough. I've shown off. The only other things I haven't shown off in this game are more unzones like this, and they're neat, but they're not why I got the game. So I think I'm going to call it. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for this wonderful little wild ride. I'm going to return to the title screen here. So, it's about 10 till midnight. I got to find somebody to raid. And, I don't know who I'm going to raid. I have no idea who's even live right now. So let me get a browser up here and we'll find out. Twitch, where are you? There we are. Let's see who's live. Who can I send the love over to? Let me see. Adler's Flugel. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go send everybody over to Adler's Flugel. He's a good dude. He's been really supportive of me and a bunch of other VTubers, and he's a pretty good streamer himself. So he is worthy of your time and attention. He's doing another story-heavy game, Tales of the Abyss. So if you like that kind of stuff, you'll probably enjoy it. I'm gonna send you over to him. Adler's Flugel 1, 2, 3. Excuse me? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Damn it. I'm dumb. There we go. Adler's Flugel 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Again, thank you for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. I love this game, and I'm glad I got to stream it for you. Wednesday, I'm going to be returning to Skyrim in PNG streamer mode to exploit the game some more and do some of the content that I never did when I actually played it legit. And then Thursday, I'm doing an off-brand stream, so look forward to that. For now, I think I am probably going to go get myself ready for bed because I'm fucking tired. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you around.